Marinette Marines High School sports broadcasts are brought to you by North Honda Motorsports, Bayshore Credit Union, Riverside Auto, Tri-City Physical Therapy, Menominee County Federal Credit Union, Prestige Auto Body, Peshtigo National Bank, Dexter's, Kane Chevrolet Buick GMC, Bayside Motorsports, and PCM Credit Union.
Good evening and welcome to Marinette Marine Football. I'm Eric Bergstrom alongside my partner, Kit Donaldson. We're coming to you live from Fox Valley Lutheran High School where it's a beautiful night, about 79 degrees, a little bit of a breeze, a few clouds in the skies, perfect night for football, and we're getting ready for the season opener, Kit. This is where we wanted to be for a long time, and we're finally here.
Exactly. It's hard to believe it is here already, and I think new is the key word here tonight. You got a new season. Also, you got a new conference for both these teams in the Northeastern Conference, and we're at a brand new venue here in Appleton, as you mentioned, at Fox Valley Lutheran. So a team that we have never seen, and actually Marinette has never played on the gridiron. So, like I said, new is the theme here, and hopefully the new campaign will start off very well for the purple and white here tonight.
Yeah, we hope so. Both teams had disappointing seasons last year, and both are looking to rebound this year. Actually, Fox Valley, they have a new coach this year, Adam Fry. He took over at the end of last year. He was hired in November, I believe, so he takes over the team. He was named new head coach last season, replacing Joel Kramer, who led the Foxes for 12 seasons, actually, compiling a 34-77 record. So they're starting fresh with a new coach as well.
And of course, Andy Walters in his third year at the helm for Marinette, but his pedigree with the Marines goes back way further than that because he was an assistant under a variety of coaches for a lot of years, including Joel Hanner, and of course also played for the Marines back in the late 1990s. I think Andy actually graduated in 2000, so so he knows Marinette pretty well.
He does, and it's interesting. Kit mentioned that Marinette's in a new conference this year, the Northeastern Conference. On the way here, we were looking at some of the stats from the Bay Conference, and Marinette actually had the third best winning percentage in the Bay Conference's history with a 226, 153, and 2 record.
Yeah, and that's amazing, too, because you say third, but number one on that list is Menasha, and they were only in the conference for 1 year. That was last year when they went 8-0, and, of course, they ended up winning the state championship, and then West Superior, the powerhouse Phantoms, number two, actually, really, they're number one when you think about it. And Marinette, like you said, number three on that list, and that's after quite a few years in the last maybe 15 years or so where there hasn't been a whole lot of winning seasons. So still to be number two in that conference's history, that tells you just how successful Marinette was, especially in the 70s and the 80s and a good portion of the 90s as well.
I think tonight's a good spot to start being successful again. What do you think?
Sounds good to me. Let's get this thing going.
That's right. Earlier this week, I had a chance to talk to Marinette head coach Andy Walters, and right now we'll let you listen to that. Eric Bergstrom here with head coach of the Marinette Marines, Andy Walters. Coach, how's the team looking this year?
We're getting there. We're we have things that we need to continue to improve on week to week, but we're making progress, and we like where we're at right now.
Your players are probably ready to start hitting someone else besides each other, I suppose, eh?
Yeah, we had our scrimmage last week, so that helped out.
When you think about where you want your program to be, where do you think you're at right now in that progression?
I think we're on track. Obviously we're not, at this point in the season, we're not going to be, exactly, where we want to be to end our season. But as far as where we want to be, by the end of the season, I think, for week one, we're definitely on track for that. I'm happy about where we are right now.
You have Fox Valley Lutheran in the opener. What can you tell me about them?
Getting a lot of trips formations, double formations, or a shotgun team that doesn't run any tight end formations. They like to spread you out and try to get the ball to the perimeter by getting the ball out quick, and then they like to use their they like to spread out their defense to try to eliminate the number of people they have in the box, and then they use their kind of play action to keep you honest. Try to those couple of factors that you do keep in the box and try to play action them with run, and then try to hit you over the middle with quick hitting pop passes, things like that. They have a good running back. I believe that's a pretty good athlete that they definitely make you have to play the run on us.
Do you feel like the move to your new conference is going to be beneficial?
I do. The size of the schools, not just the enrollment, but the size of the programs. We're going to be facing a lot of other teams that have to play a lot of two-way players and, things like that is going to be very supportive to us.
Who are some of the new players this year taking on new roles in place of graduated players?
We have James Jagelski, who's going to be taking a spot at one of the wing positions for Jimmy Jackmowitz, who's very, very intelligent and athletic player. We have Connor Nelson and Kevin Knine will be stepping in at fullback. We won't have Connor this week, but we'll have Kevin Knine along with Justin Johnson that'll be filling that position. We have Nathan Paris that'll be stepping in at tight end for us this year, who again is a kid that gives us athleticism, but also cannot block. We're able to split him out, and he's also a wide receiver threat with very good hands, very good athlete that can run. Our big question mark is just our O-line. We're close to 4 out of 5 guys, but I think that as of right now, they're definitely meeting our expectations. They still have a lot of work to do, and they have to grow, but I have confidence that those kids are going to get to where we need them to be.
I talked to Connor Nelson yesterday about what it meant to him to be a Marinette Marine. It was interesting because he didn't really talk about on the field. He was talking more about that off the field was as important as anything you did on the field. Is that something that you stress with your players?
That's something that we're stressing big time this year. We feel that we need to kind of revamp the culture of our program and taking pride in being a Marinette football player. And that's not just about what we're doing on the field. I think that who we are in all realms of life, as football players, as students, as community members, that all those things contribute to success on the football field, and not necessarily football field, but being a successful person, in general. I mean, our goal this year is, one, to try to maximize the potential of our players by doing things that successful people do in all realms of life, but then also being able to leave our program with the tools to be successful and also feel like they've been a part of something that's bigger than themselves. I do think that our kids are doing a good job of buying into that and really working hard on demonstrating those things.
I wanted to thank you a lot for giving me some time today, and good luck tomorrow in the game.
You bet. Thanks, Eric.
Welcome back to Fox Valley Lutheran High School. Eric Bergstrom here with my partner, Kit Donaldson, getting ready for Marinette Marines football, the season opener, and you can feel the excitement. Me and my partner, we're really excited about this. We've been talking about it all year, all week. We've been leading up to this game, and we're here now.
Yeah, we're talking about the newness, too, and Coach Walters hit the nail on the head. One of the big keys tonight will be that new offensive line for the Marines. So 4 out of 5 are gone, so you got only one returning starter. And at the skill positions with Luke Johnson, he has a new number, but he's a same ball player, not now wearing number 23. He's back at the quarterback position. Great targets, and Jonte Webb, number 85, and also you got Paris, the big tight end, and plus with Maskey in the backfield, who is a game breaker, and also Coach Walters, he alluded to James Jagelski, and he's a little scat back type. He's a wing back, and he's a threat to go the distance every time he touches the ball. So you got another one of those game breakers right there. He was very exciting to watch last year. And we'll see. But once again, as it usually comes down to, can they get the job done in the trenches? That's where you win games.
That's right. No matter how many skilled positions you have, you need the big boys up front to take care of the quarterback to have time to throw the ball. And like you said, 6'4" receiver, 6'2" tight end Nate Paris, but he's going to spread out. Like the coach said, he's not going to always play tight end. He'll spread out to receivers, so they'll have big targets on the outside. They just need to give Johnson some time to throw.
Good balance right there, but with the run and the pass. And on the flip side, looking at this team from Fox Valley Lutheran, they're a spread out offense. Coach Walters said they do have a running back. You gotta respect. You gotta keep honest. But overall, they're a team that's going to come out and spread out the defense and going to be on your toes.
That's right. Two of their main weapons is their quarterback, Ethan Eisenman. He's a big player, big quarterback, and makes a lot of plays. Alex Gerhardt is their wide receiver, their big play wide receiver, so you're going to look out for those two. For the Marines starting tonight, on offense, number 79, Devin Johnson is starting at tackle. Number 68, Tyler Olson at guard. Number 52, Zach May at center. Number 50, Matt Bell at guard. Number 66, Kyle Klum at tackle. Number 32, Nate Paris at tight end. Number 21, James Jagelski at running back. Number 25, Philip Maskey, new number, back at running back. Number 9, Kevin Canine at fullback. Number 85, Jonte Webb at wide receiver, the big target on the outside. And number 23, quarterback, Luke Johnson. We'll see if he gets some time to get the ball out to his playmakers. It's going to be really important tonight to get out to a fast start, not only in the game, but on the season. On defense for the Marines, number 48, Riley Thill, starting at defensive end. Number 35, Blaine Schmeckel, starting at tackle. Number 68, Tyler Olson, starting at tackle. Number 22, Jesse Johnston, also at tackle. Number 23, Luke Johnson at linebacker. Number 50, Matt Bell, linebacker. Number 9, Kevin Canine at linebacker. Number 20, Spencer Hipke at safety. Number 21 is partner James Jagelski at safety. Number 25, Caleb Maskey at corner. And number 85, Jonte Webb at corner. That is the starters for your Marinette Marines.
And plenty of players going both ways, of course, on both squads. And Coach Walters also, when you talked to him, he made that mention that in this Northeastern Conference, that will pretty much be the rule. You're going to see a lot of teams having to have a lot of players, get the best quality players out there at all times. Now, if you have some depth, you're going to be in business. And we'll see if that depth grows as the season goes on, usually due to injuries or other reasons. Sometimes you're pretty much forced to try to add some depth, and we'll see what happens for in particular Marinette as the season goes on.
Exactly. Tonight's broadcast is being brought to you by North Motorsports. Visit North Motorsports, the area's only full-line dealer of Honda, Can-Am, Ski-Doo, Sea-Doo, and Snapper outdoor products. From their friendly sales staff to their certified service technicians, they've got you covered. Visit North Motorsports at 3711 10th Street in Menominee, or give them a call at 906-863-5592. Also, Kane Chevrolet, driving the game to you as the #1 truck destination north of Green Bay. Kane Chevrolet Buick, GMC, Ocano, Marinette, and I'll actually be there on Tuesday for something special, eh, Kit?
Now, speaking of Kane, we came down in the Chevy Equinox, our station vehicle. A great job navigating there with Eric. And yeah, we're going to be at Kane with a Tailgate Tuesday over on our sister station over on Cat Country with some Packer tickets to give away.
Not only Packer tickets, this week it's to the Saints game, but also all your tailgating supplies. I believe there's coolers and all kinds of other things, so you're going to want to come down there. Say hi to me, try to win those Packer tickets. I'm sure there's going to be everybody from the Tri-Cities to be down there saying hi to me and
let's hope so.
And entering and seeing if they can win those tickets.
And speaking of the Pack, coming up at halftime, we're going to replay a special interview you had earlier in the week with Packer defensive back Casey Hayward.
I know, that was great. I had a great time talking to him, actually. When we first started talking, it didn't take long for us to hit it off, and before long we were laughing, having a good old time, and I know you got to listen to it the other day when you played it on Cat Country. I heard a lot of people enjoy that interview, so you'll be able to hear that at halftime.
Like you said, I don't want to spoil it, but I don't want to spoil the
Denzel.
Denzel, and due to that one line, we like people, Ron.
And then, yeah, there's a lot of good things in that interview. Ducks throwing, he used to be a quarterback, so stay tuned at halftime, you'll be able to hear that.
Yeah, a job well done, though, and looking forward to that. And let's get to the first half here pretty quick. And
we're minutes away. They're starting to line up for the national anthem. Earlier, they had the coin toss. Fox Valley Lutheran, the Foxes, won the coin toss, and they chose to receive, so they're going to be on the attack first. Marinette's defense will be out there. Let's see if they can stop them.
They want to get that spread offense out there real quick. And talk about jumping into the fire. Here we are tonight. It's we got actually 3 games in before Labor Day, and plus next Saturday, a week from tomorrow.
What's next Saturday?
The M&M game. Yeah, and
is it?
Wow. Doesn't feel like it should be already, but it is. And I got a feeling that there's probably, I could be wrong, I haven't seen them, but there may be a couple of Menominee coaches here.
There are. I just saw one down below.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah, he told us to behave, which we try to do. That doesn't always happen, but we try.
Which okay.
Right below us. He's down there, the baseball coach from Menominee.
Ah, okay, taking notes.
Yeah, he's taking notes, scouting Marinette for next week. We're about 30 seconds away from the national anthem. Both teams are lined up, and like I said, a beautiful night for football. You couldn't ask for anything else.
We should mention next Saturday, by the way, actually as soon as Friday, we're going to have Bill Michaels, who of course you hear on Sports Radio 570 on a syndicated statewide show. He's going to be in town emceeing a week from tonight, the M&M Community Foundation's tailgate party with Leroy Butler as the guest speaker. And then on Saturday, Bill's going to join us for the pregame show over at the field from 11:30 till 12:30. And then, of course, Josh will go his way, we'll go our way, and then broadcast the game.
And then we'll meet up at Dexter's afterwards for the postgame show.
And unfortunately, Bill's got to head down to Lambeau Field because there's a game going down there that night as well. The Packers have their third preseason game.
We'll have enough fun on the pregame show with him. We always do.
Yeah, he's a great guy and fantastic show. I'm looking forward to seeing the big unit back in town.
That's right. Looking across the field, there's quite a few Marinette Marines fans here, Kit.
As there should be. Why not? It's a beautiful night. No school tomorrow. No school in the next couple of days. So it starts in about a week or so.
Just about ready for the national anthem. This is a beautiful stadium. It's the first time I've been here, actually, and I was very impressed when I first walked in. It looks huge. When you first walk into the stadium, it's very, very big. And here's the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets record the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sing us that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the brave and the home of the brave.
Beautiful rendition of the national anthem. I'm always impressed at these games, Kit. That is not an easy song to sing by any means, and we always get these local people who do a great job.
Exactly. A job well done, that's for sure. Great way to get things going.
That's right. Marinette will be on defense to start this game. Getting ready to introduce all the players. Fox Valley, both kind of smaller looking teams right now. Fox Valley looks a little bit bigger, maybe down in the trenches, but not huge teams by any means.
Yeah, without a doubt. And right now they're going to introduce the starters for Marinette. And got to believe there's a little bit of nerves out there right now. I don't care if you're a senior or if you're a junior playing on the varsity for the first time, even a sophomore on the varsity for the first time. And there's some butterflies there. And once until you get out there and start getting those pads cracking.
Well, they've been hitting each other. I know they had a scrimmage recently, but they've been hitting each other, so now it's time to go after somebody else.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a lot of contrast with these teams. Marinette's been playing football for over 120 years, and Fox Valley Lutheran was just founded in 1953. So big difference there, but they did win the 2001 State Division III championship, so they have had some success here.
Oh, yeah. Of course, Marinette winning it back in '89, and here we go. These two teams meeting in a brand new conference, and even though it's a new conference, we're going to see some old faces, old names along the way.
Yeah.
Of course, a few other schools have made the move to the northeastern Wisconsin, but teams like we'll see Little Chute and also Freedom and others.
Yeah.
Go on here.
Clintonville, that's right. Luxembourg Casco, we know them.
Yeah.
O'Connell Falls is in that conference. Denmark's in the conference. Wrightstown. Like the coach said, though, the enrollments are a lot closer, so it keeps the competitive balance a little bit closer than it was.
And that's just a real good thing for all parties involved.
We'll see how this game starts. A lot of times in these season openers, the opening game of the season can be a little sloppy. Let's see which team is the least sloppy to start this game. You don't want to start off with a bunch of penalties and turnovers and things like that. You want to come out, play your game, and play close to the vest just to start it.
hopefully that scrimmage worked out some of the bugs. And of course, last Friday when Marinette had the scrimmage, and I was in town, and I didn't make it to it, but they had some heavy downpours that day, so I don't know exactly what happened at that scrimmage, but
I don't know how much you can get done in those circumstances, but at least we're not dealing with that tonight. It's beautiful out here. We have our window open so we can feel the breezes, and we're ready for some football. Have been for a while.
And with the Marines being on defense first, Coach Walters really is a defensive-minded coach. That was his mainstay when he was a player for the Marines, and also when he played at Whitewater. And maybe it's a good thing Marinette's going to be on defense right out of the get-go here. Get a chance to do some hitting and see what this Fox's offense is all about, too, with that spread offense.
I think you're right, because talking about sloppiness, if you get sloppy on offense, that can lead to a turnover, and that could really change this game early. An early turnover could really be big in this game. The Marinette kickoff team comes right out on the field. They have new uniforms, Kit. What do you think about those?
They're talking about all the newness. I like them. Yeah, they got the white jerseys and the kind of blackish, grayish pants with a white stripe down the side, and of course the purple numerals, purple helmets. So got, of course, the anchor there. So yeah, looking good, looking sharp.
Very sharp. Marinette will be kicking off from right to left on your Sports Radio 570 radio dial. They're huddled right by the ball, getting ready to spread out and get this game underway. Kit, they have a big screen over on the scoreboard. Do you believe that?
I got to really stick my head out to see that. So wow.
They do. Very nice. We have to get one of those. I thought I saw the sausage races there from the Brewers there for a second.
It's all about marketing.
Your home for Brewers baseball in the Bay Cities is Sports Radio 570 WMAM, Marinette Menominee.
Thank you, Uke.
Yeah, right here in the booth with us.
With a legal ID.
Can't ask for more than that. The Foxes getting ready to go out on the field, their kickoff return team. They spread out. Back to receive for the Foxes is Alex Gerhardt. I spoke of him earlier. He's their big play wide receiver, and he's back deep to return the kick. He may be back there with his brother, Kit, Isaac Gerhardt. Marinette spreads out. And we are just about ready to get underway. And here's the kick. It's a low liner taken by the up back at the 20-yard line. He takes it straight up the field. He has room, and he takes it to the 40-yard line. And that's where the Foxes will start this game. Not what Marinette wanted on that kickoff.
No, they kept it away from the Gerhardts, as you mentioned. Alex, in particular, a dangerous a guy with the football in his hands, but unfortunately good field position, very good field position at the 40-yard line. The Foxes in their own territory.
And we're going to see Ethan Eisenman, the Foxes, traveling left to right on your Sports Radio 570 radio dial. They have 4 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and Eisenman by himself. Quick snap, he throws it out to the right, and the receiver drops it. That was Zane Rodenkall right in his hands, and it fell right through. There's a little bit of that sloppiness we were talking about.
They had the 3 receivers in front of him ready to block, basically, in essence, a screen pass, and he just dropped the ball, and perhaps some of those jitters, and no huddle offense here, Eric.
2nd down and 10. Eisenman has a running back behind him. 2 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right. A little screen pass to the right. He gets it out quickly to Alex Gerhardt. Nice move there. He picks up 4. He's tackled immediately by James Jagelski. Nice job there by Jagelski. Open field tackle.
Yeah, right in the open field. Good form tackle. Only about a 4, maybe a 5-yard pickup, so it's going to bring up 3rd and 5 for the Foxes.
3rd and 5 from the 45-yard line. 11 minutes, 29 seconds, and ticking. 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They hand it off. Almost, the Marines take them down. It looks like maybe they're a yard short. Nice tackle there by Luke Johnston.
Yeah, Luke Johnson has had a handful of jersey, but he was still being dragged for about 2 yards, maybe 3 yards, and like you said, very close to the sticks, but just a little bit short. It looks like they're going to go for it.
That was Zane Rodenkall on the carry.
Big play right out of the gate here.
4th and 1 from the 49-yard line, and the Foxes are going for it. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They hand it off to Rodencall. He goes up the middle. He has room. Getting tackled by the Marines, but not till he gets all the way to the 40-yard line. The last Marine to take him down was Jesse Johnson.
He needed about a half yard. He got close to 11, and like I said, Jesse Johnston with the stop. But once he got through that opening wave there, it was nothing but green grass for about 10 yards.
They don't mess around, kid. They're already back up to the line. No huddle. Here's the snap. We have a flag.
I think there was some movement on the Foxes.
It looks like it. 10 minutes, 37 seconds left. First quarter. No score. The Foxes are on the move. They will be pushed back here. False start.
This is a tough way they put a defense to start because once the offense with the no huddle, if you start getting that momentum, they really got you back on your heels.
That's right. Let's see if the penalty helps that. 1st and 15 from the 45-yard line. The Foxes with the ball. 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right, 1 running back. Snap. Drops back. Screen pass right in the middle. It was a middle screen, and it was broken up nicely by Luke Johnson.
Yeah, Luke Johnson just dove and knocked it down, and they were letting, of course, the defensive lineman come in because they had the screen set up, and if Luke wouldn't have got his fingertips on that play could have gone a long ways.
He read it all the way, and if he didn't, like you said, sometimes those can be huge plays. 2nd down and 15. 3 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right, no running backs. A wide open set. Eisenman barks out the signals, looks at his coaches, gets a new play. He's doing a little Peyton Manning now. Marinette doesn't change. They stay right where they are. Drops back, looks over the middle, goes long. He had a man wide open, and it's dropped. Colin Taylor had it, and he dropped it.
Just got it over the secondary. I think it was the safety's outstretched hands, and that could have been for sure a first down, maybe even a touchdown if he would have caught that. And it's actually 2 drops now on their first drive here.
Kevin Canine jumped up, and he couldn't get it for the Marines, and if he would have caught that, it would have been a touchdown. It was right around the 20-yard line. 3rd down and 15 from the 45. 10 minutes, 19 seconds left, first quarter.
You're kind of playing with fire right there, though.
That's right. 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Now 2. Rodencall splits right. Empty backfield. Eisenman barks out the signals. He gets the snap, looks left. He's under pressure, and he's hit, and he's taken down. Beautiful sack there by Blaine Schmeckel of the Marines. Big play.
And that's all the way back to the midfield stripe, so instead of being close to the red zone, they're going to end up probably having to punt it away here.
They're looking. They're acting like they're not going to kick, but he may still.
And they got a long ways to go.
2 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right, 1 running back. 4th and 21 from the 49, and he does just what I said. He kicks it. We have a fair catch. Marinette will start at the 21-yard line, Kit.
That's a good defensive stop there for the Marines after the Foxes had the ball to start off this game at their own 40 in great field position. They drove down, and a penalty hurt them, and then a big drop as well certainly hurt them, and then the Marines come in with the big sack by Blaine Schmeckel.
Hey, getting pressure on that spread offense, that's going to be huge tonight, so start it early. Marinette with the ball. 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. First quarter, 9 minutes, 22 seconds left. 1 wide receiver to the right, 1 to the left. They run it. Maskey off right tackle. That's about 3 yards. Good way to start the game. Always positive.
Caleb out of that wing T, and mentioned on the pregame, he's a game breaker. I mean, he can go the distance every time he gets his hands on the football. And we got him and also Jagelski, and that's a couple of guys who can are long play threats.
They give him 4 yards on that. It's 2nd down and 6 from the 25. 9 minutes, 9 seconds left. First quarter. No score. Marinette and Fox Valley Lutheran. Luke Johnson drops back. He has Webb on the right side. He's wide open. He takes it. He's to the 30, to the 20, to the 10, and he's tripped up at the 5-yard line. Big play. He got it out to him in space on the right side, and he split the defenders right up the middle and took it all the way to the 5-yard line.
And he got it on the right sidelines, Eric, and as soon as he got the football, he made a move on that defensive back where he faked to the inside and went to the outside, went inside, and I thought he was gone, but just tripped up by a shoelace, and the Marines threatening here right off the bat.
Jonte Webb is big time, and he shows it right away in this game. First and 10 for Marinette from the 7-yard line. 8 minutes, 52 seconds left. Looking for the first score. Johnson gets the ball, gives it to Maskey. Inside to the goal line. They say he's just short, Kit.
It's a little bit short there. You're right.
Marinette looking very confident.
And good surge by that young offensive line to force a nice hole there for Caleb. And the Marines on the verge of getting off to a good start here and punching this thing in.
Exactly what they need. Second down from the 2-yard line. No score, but Marinette looks to change that. 8 minutes, 22 seconds left, first quarter. Johnson looks over the defense, gets the ball, hands it off. He's close. What do we have?
I think he's in.
Touchdown, Marinette. Marinette with the opening drive score. Beautiful drive by Marinette. A big play gets them down there, and they power it through.
Yeah, we'll get the official number on that pass from Johnson to Webb. It had to be 60-some yards. We'll get that here in just a bit from our statistician here. But I tell you, though, that's after a great way to start.
It was 65 yards, Kit.
65, okay. That's in the ballpark.
You were pretty close. And we're ready for the extra point. It's up. And it's good. Marinette, 7. Fox Valley Lutheran, nothing. Kid and I will be back after these messages on Sports Radio 570.
Looking for a credit union that truly cares about you and the community you live in? Then you ought to stop and see the folks at Bayshore Credit Union. Membership is open to anyone living or working in Marinette, Menominee, and Oconto counties. Whether it's everyday banking, a new auto loan, new mortgage, even a consolidation loan, they can help. And it's never too early to start establishing good credit. Bayshore Credit Union, located at 1514 Cleveland Avenue, Marinette. They're looking forward to meeting you.
Kim Barrett and all the staff of Tri-City Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine in Marinette are committed to get you back to your quality of life. Tri-City Physical Therapy has been in business for over 25 years and specialize in the treatment of shoulder, knee, and back, as well as general physical therapy. Let them help you overcome pain after an injury or disease. Tri-City Therapy and Sports can provide you with the most skilled and personalized rehabilitation treatment plan possible to help you get back on track. Tri-City Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine at 602 Wells Street in Marinette.
Welcome back to Marinette Marine Football. We're at Fox Valley Lutheran High School, where Marinette takes a 7-0 lead on a great drive at a long 65-yard pass to Jonte Webb to bring him down there. And then Jesse Johnson, I believe, brings it in from 2 yards out. Marinette now leads 7-0 with 8 minutes, 11 seconds left, first quarter.
We don't have a number 2 on the roster for Marinette for their kicking chores. We'll have to talk to the coaches here when we can.
We'll figure it out. He's a lefty, and he is just about ready to kick off. And here we are. He gets a leg into it. Better kick this time. Lands at the 15-yard line. Gerhardt with it. He has room up the left side. And he is taken down there by Nathan Paris, but not before he gets to the 47-yard line, Kit.
Yeah, it's a better kick, but also a better field position for the Foxes. They started at their own 40 last time. Now they're near midfield thanks to the dangerous Alex Gerhardt with a good return.
Sometimes when you have someone that dangerous, sometimes those squib kicks work out better. The Foxes quickly line up. No huddle as usual. Marinette leads 7-0. First quarter, 8 minutes, 4 seconds left. Here's the snap. Wide receiver screen to the right. Gerhardt.
Covered very well.
Very well. He's hit immediately by Marinette. Right there was Blaine Schmeckel to take him down. Only a gain of a yard, and barely a yard at that.
It seems like Marinette has his team scouted quite well so far.
Well, what do you think about the speed of this defense? They're around the ball so quick right now.
So far, so good.
2 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right, 1 running back. Rodencall with Eisenman. Eisenman has it. Drops back. He looks to go deep, and he is taken down. Another sack by Marinette. This time, Tyler Olson gets him.
Yeah, big Tyler Olson, number 60. He broke through there somehow and smothered that quarterback. Like I said, now 2 sacks for the Marinette defense.
That's 2. Looking good. Marinette looking fast, playing strong. Third down and 15 right now from the 42-yard line. 7 minutes, 12 seconds left, first quarter. Marinette leads 7-0. Here's the snap. Eisenman back, looks to go deep. Down the middle, he has a man. hit immediately, but not before he gets to the 40-yard line on Marinette side of the field.
Then he gets to about the 43, like you said, Eric. He got to the 40, and right in the seam of that defense. And unfortunately, well, it was a great throw, but unfortunately they managed to get that first down.
Stephen Bayman with the reception. Found a hole in the middle of the defense. Quickly, they get up to the ball, no huddle. They give it to Rodenkall up the middle. He's wide open. He looks to go all the way. 10, 5, touchdown Foxes.
What a turn of events. Here you had a third and 15, whatever it was, and they get the third down conversion on third and very long. The ensuing play, they take it in to the house.
He had a huge hole up the middle. It just opened up, and he had the speed to take it all the way.
Could be in for a high-scoring affair here.
It looks like it. Looks like they're going for two. Eisenman barks out orders. He has three, it looks like. Wide receivers to the left, one to the right. Lifts his leg. He looks left, screen to the left. Rodenkall has it, and he's in for two. The Foxes now lead 8-7. 6 minutes, 46 seconds left in the first quarter. Fox Valley Lutheran 8, Marinette 7. We'll be back on Sports Radio 570. Bayside Motorsports and Cycle is your full-line service destination, servicing most makes and models of ATVs and motorcycles, from a simple tune-up and oil change to major engine overhauls. Their expanded service department will have you back on your machine fast. Bayside Motorsports and Cycle also specializes in motorcycle and ATV performance work to keep you a step above your competition. Ask about their service specials. Bayside Motorsports and Cycle in Green Bay or at BaysideMotorsports.com.
Where can you go to get a bite to eat before or after the game? Dexter's in Menominee has enough seating for the whole team and a menu to fit everyone's taste and appetite. Or call ahead and take your order to go. Dexter's looks forward to seeing you this year. Good luck to all M&M Sports participants. Dexter's, located on 10th Avenue in Menominee. Check out their menu online at dextersrestaurantonline.com and like us on Facebook.
Welcome back to Marinette Marine High School football. We are at Fox Valley Lutheran High School, where the Foxes answered Marinette's score with a score of their own. They now lead 8-7 with 6 minutes, 46 seconds left in the first quarter.
Now there's that darn two-point conversion. You got to be aware of that, and that could come into play as this game goes on here. We shall see.
They like to attack. They definitely don't sit on their heels, these Foxes. And they get ready for the kickoff. The ball falls off the tee. They reset. Back deep. Jagelski is back for Marinette, and here's the kick. It's a short kick, a squib actually, and on it quickly is Nathan Paris at about the 30-yard line. That's where Marinette will take over.
And Nathan did a smart thing there. With that squib kick, that thing was rolling around and just fall on it and don't try to do anything too fancy.
That's right. That was the smart decision. It looked like it might be going out of bounds, but you're never sure, and you don't want to let it lay there and let them get it like an onside kick.
Let's see how the Marines rebound here after being jolted by the Foxes on that last big play.
Jonte Webb to the right. Everybody else in tight in the wing tee. Johnson gets the snap. He hands it off to the left side. James Jagelski has a lot of room. He's at the 50, and out of bounds he goes. A nice run there. 20-yard run by Jagelski.
And how about the lead block there, too? And that was Caleb Maskey out front leading the way for James Jagelski. And I think Jagelski had ran about maybe 12 yards before he was even touched.
You know, the great thing is he did not outrun his blockers, which is some people do that. They get too fast, they get ahead of themselves, and they outrun their blockers. He followed his blockers for a nice run.
Yeah, already up to midfield.
Marinette at the 50-yard line. Jonte Webb to the left. Everybody in tight in the wing tee. Johnson has it. He gives it to Maskey, and he is plowed under by the Foxes, a group of Foxes.
That's a four-man front for the Foxes, and I think all four of those defensive linemen were in on that one for a 5-yard loss, getting Caleb back for, like you said, a 5-yard loss, and now second down and long coming up for the Marinette Marines.
They haven't been in this position yet in this game, so let's see what they can come up with here. Second down and 14 from the 46-yard line. 6 minutes, 10 seconds left.
You know, the Foxes are going to be aware of number 85 out there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. You'd think so anyway.
Jonte Webb with 1 catch for 65 yards. That was the key play on their their only scoring drive for the Marines so far.
Maybe they can surprise them with Nathan Paris. Johnson with the snap, drops back. He throws a slant to Jagelski, but it goes through his hands, incomplete.
They're pretty well covered, too. I think the Marines, as the season goes on, they love to get the ball into Jagelski's hands any way they can, whether it be with a rush or just a little, like you said, a little slant, maybe a little screen pass here and there. He's dangerous when he gets his hands on that football.
Definitely right. He has to be accounted for. Third down and 14 for the Marines at the 46-yard line. 5 minutes, 49 seconds left in the first quarter. Fox Valley Lutheran leads 8-7.
Now the Foxes converted on the 3rd and long from about this same position. We'll see if the Marines can.
Harris to the right, Webb to the left. The wing T ready to go. Johnson has it. Looks left, looks right. Under pressure, rolls to the right. Throws it out of bounds. And he's hit as he does so. That'll bring up 4th down and 14.
Yeah, Luke just trying to avoid the sack there. Good pressure and excellent coverage downfield. So live to fight another day.
That's right. Not the end of the world. Play smart. That'll keep you in most games. 5 minutes, 44 seconds left, first quarter.
And the Marines punting from the line of scrimmage is their own about 45, 46-yard line. So they should be able to hopefully pin them back here a little ways.
Let the defense attack. Back for the Foxes is Stephen Bayman. He had a nice catch earlier. There's the kick. Luke Johnson. Nice kick to the 20-yard line. Fair catch. Looks like maybe it's at, they mark him at the 15, kid, actually.
Yeah, okay, excellent.
We'll take that.
Yeah, excellent job by the Marines.
Extra 5 yards, never hurts. Marinette trails 8-7 right now with 5 minutes, 37 seconds left, first quarter. Fox Valley Lutheran takes over at the 18-yard line. And they do not huddle. 4 wide receivers to the left. 1 to the right. And here's the snap. Eisenman, a little screen pass to Rodencall, and he drops it again, same as the first play of the game.
Yeah, Rodencall, he's the back who also scored the touchdown earlier.
A lot of speed.
Yeah. So you can see why they want to get the ball in his hands, and they've been trying that a few times here tonight, and unfortunately he's got the drop C so far. Unfortunately
not for us. 4 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Eisenman gets the snap, rolls to his right, throws to Rodencall, and he is met with force, and there's a fumble. Jonte Webb causes a fumble, and on it immediately is James Jagelski. Marinette with the ball.
Heads up play by James Jagelski, and I thought maybe that they might have said that he was down, but I'm not seeing any indication. It appears that it is Marinette's ball.
And I do not think there's a replay booth here, Kit. So I think we're all right.
Yeah, the big screen. But
Marinette takes over.
We talked about turnovers on the pregame, how that could be one of it always is in football, in any game, but especially in the opening game. And Jagelski with the recovery, but I didn't see
Jonte Webb took his head right on the ball and knocked it out.
2 big plays on each side of the ball for Jonte now.
Marinette. 1st and 10, 2 wide receivers to the right, Harris and Webb. Marinette fumbles, and the Foxes recover. Kit, it was on the snap.
Oh, yeah.
There's a little bit of that sloppiness we were talking about.
Giveth and taketh.
Take it away, give it away.
Mm-hmm.
We'd rather take.
Yeah, first was a 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line after the fumble, and like you said, on the snap, the Marines turn it right back over to the Foxes.
And just like that, it's 1st and 10 at the 25 for the Foxes with 5 minutes, 21 seconds left, first quarter, and they lead 8-7. Just a bad exchange. Rodencall in the backfield. 2 wide receivers to the left and 2 to the right for the Foxes. Eisenman barks out signals. Webb up tight on the receiver. Gerhardt goes in motion. Eisenman under pressure. He gets rid of it and just throws it away.
Yeah, he was just out of the pocket.
I thought they were going to call grounding, but they don't. There was nobody there.
Yeah, he was maybe by...
Unless he was throwing it to his coach. I'm not sure, but...
Yeah, no receiver, you're right. But like you said, no flags, so 2nd down and 10. But once again, Marinette getting good pressure on the quarterback.
The Foxes traveling left to right on your Sports Radio 570 radio dial. 2nd and 10. Quick snap, bubble screen to the left. Gerhardt has it, met immediately by a host of Marines. Only got a couple yards. That brings up third down.
Now, Gerhardt's been going in motion. That's the first time they actually threw the ball to him out of that, like you said, the bubble screen. And once again, excellent coverage. And now the Marines trying to stop the third down conversion attempt by the Foxes.
3rd and 7. Big play here for the Marines defense. Eisenman has it, rolls out right, looking deep. He's under pressure. He lets it go, and it's caught. But there's flags, Kit.
And Gerhardt got it about the 44-yard line in Fox's territory and did a great job of keeping 1 foot in bounds. But is it well, it's a good catch, but we'll see what the flag is here.
Multiple flags right now. And it's against the Foxes. Break for the Marines.
I believe there was an illegal man downfield.
That brings it all the way back. That would have been a first down on about a 15-yard pickup.
Isaacson was trying to buy some time, and I think one of the linemen maybe thought that he was going to run with the ball and got too far out, and it negates a big third down conversion, and said they got to try again.
4 minutes, 41 seconds left, first quarter. Fox Valley Lutheran leads 8-7.
Well, even though it's only the first quarter, only about 8 minutes in, there's been so many momentum shifts already, and that's the first 8 minutes of the game.
Great game so far. Third down and 12 now from the 23-yard line. 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and Rodenkall in the backfield with Eisenman. Scans the defense, gets the snap, tries to get rid of it. He's under pressure. He gets away, but he cannot get away from Riley Thill. He brings him down after about a 1-yard scamper.
He did a great job of getting away from 2 Marines, like you said, though. Thill right there to kind of clean up that mess then. And if Riley doesn't get him, then Isaacson may get the first down. But
big play.
Instead they got a punt.
Good job by the Marinette defense. Back for the punt is James Jagelski. See if he can get some room. Here's the snap and the kick. Bad kick. Shanked it off to the right side. We'll see where they mark it. They're moving it. Looks to be at about the 42-yard line of the Foxes. So Marinette in good shape here, Kit.
Well, after the last turnover that the Marines forced, they started at the Foxes 23, and then they fumbled on the next play. But here they are starting, like you said, the 42-yard line in enemy territory. So let's see if the Marines can take advantage and hopefully get back on top in this contest, down by a point.
Marinette up to the line. Jonte Webb to the left. Jagelski to the left. The left side overload right now on the wing tee. Luke Johnson barks out signals. Nice inside handoff. Kanine has it. He picks up about 3 or 4.
Yeah, a little trap play to the fullback. Gets, like you said, a few yards there. And right now it looks like the Foxes are kind of overloading, kind of stacking against the run. Up on besides their front 4, they're putting a couple of linebackers up there too.
They're also reacting to everything that Jonte Webb does right now.
He caught their attention early, didn't he?
Just a little bit. This time Webb out to the right. Everybody else in tight. Wing tee. Luke Johnson has it. He hands it off to Jagelski, and he's met immediately at about the 38-yard line. Pick up about 2 or 3 yards.
Yeah, the Foxes defense doing a good job of bottling that up. So a third and about 5 or 6, so workable for the Marines.
3 minutes, 5 seconds left, first quarter. Third down and 6. Fox Valley Lutheran leads 8-7. Webb to the left this time. Everybody else in tight. Maskey in motion. Johnson, fake handoff, goes deep. He's got a man. He overshoots him. He was open by about 10 yards. That was Jagelski. Jagelski made it all the way down, almost to the end zone, and we just overshot him.
And Jonte was going down the left sideline, so he said Jagelski right down the middle of the field. And
smart, because they're overloading on Webb.
Yeah, it was there, just that Luke overshot his target.
Showing off the big arm just a little bit too much. That brings up a 4th down and 6 from the 39-yard line. 2 minutes, 43 seconds left, first quarter. They get the call from the sidelines. Webb sprints out to the right side. To the left, we have Riley Thill spreading out to the left side. Johnson gets it. He drops back. He's under pressure immediately, and he's taken down at midfield.
Yeah, the blitz was on, and Luke Johnson had nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, and he didn't have time to even look downfield, and he was hit for a huge loss. Like I said, that's near midfield. We'll see where the knee went down. It's to be about the 49-yard line.
Matt Bruss brought him down for the Foxes.
They just had a jailbreak that time. They were coming after Luke Johnson very hard, and they got to him.
Too bad they didn't have a screen call. It would have been perfect. The Foxes take over at the 50-yard line. Midfield, 2 minutes, 37 seconds left in the first quarter, and they lead 8-7. Gerhardt goes in motion to the right side. They give it to Rodenkall. Makes one man miss in the middle. He's fighting and fighting. Very close to a first down.
Yeah, he's got it. That was just some hard running by Rodenkall.
Brute force.
Yeah, and should have been about maybe a 3 or 4 yard game, but he broke one tackle, then he kind of carried one Marine with him right to the sticks.
The Foxes with a first down at the 40-yard line.
Now, see, they put it at second down. Maybe he's just a little bit short. And they have a measurement here.
Second down in a centimeter.
Coach Walters is calling time, though.
With that timeout, we'll take a quick break and be back on Sports Radio 570.
Find your next truck at Kane, the #1 truck destination north of Green Bay for 2015. From the most dependable full-size pickups on the road, Kane delivers Silverado. Or the most advanced pickup ever, Kane delivers Sierra. Right now, visit Kane in Marinette or O'Connell to enter the Chevrolet Packers Ultimate Fan Sweepstakes. Win a 2016 Chevrolet and other great prizes. Over 300 quality vehicles at KaneGM.com and Marinette.
And we are back. It's second down and 1, Kit. They did not give him that first down. Here's the snap to Rodenkall up the middle, and he has the first down and 7 yards.
And he's got it now.
Easily. Had a huge hole. He wasn't met until the safety met him. Jesse Johnston got him.
And Coach Walters had a chance to chat with his defense there, and we'll see if that pays off here in just a bit. But right now, Fox Valley Lutheran kind of having their way in the trenches.
2 minutes left, first quarter. Foxes with the snap. They give it to Rodenkall up the middle. Makes one man miss. Fights for extra yardage. Looks like he got about 7 again, Kit.
Yeah, once again, too much on first down.
That'll bring up second down. They give him 6. Second down and 4 from the 33.
And they're getting chunks running the football with their arsenal the way they can pass. That makes them extremely tough to stop.
2 spread to the left, 2 spread to the right. Eisenman. Gerhardt goes in motion. Eisenman fakes the handoff, looks to go to Gerhardt. Instead, he finds a man over the middle. Nice play there. They faked it to Gerhardt and went to the middle. And they went back to Stephen Bayman. That's twice now they've had him go over the middle, and they've got nice chunks of yardage.
And Bayman took a hit, too, once he caught the football, but he hung on and got the first down at the 15-yard line. So, once again, the Foxes are threatening.
First and 10 with 1 minute, 18 seconds left, first quarter. The Foxes have the ball, looking to score. They give it to Rodenkall. Wake makes one man miss, and then he's gang tackled by a group of Marines, but not after he got about 4 yards.
Yeah, he does not go down easy, that Rodenkall. You got to wrap up and hopefully get some help from your friends, too.
It seems like he makes that first man miss, too. He dances in the hole and then moves forward and uses his force.
Yeah, he's got a knack of doing that.
52 seconds left in the first quarter. The Foxes lead 8-7. 2 split to the left, 2 split to the right. Eisenman gets the snap, drops back, looks to the right. A screen to Rodenkall again, and he drops it again.
And that's 3 drops for him now. That was right at the 8-yard line. He was looking at where he was going to be running before he hung on to it, before he caught the football, and he never did catch it. And fortunately for the Marines, that did happen, because otherwise I think he'd be celebrating a touchdown right now.
There was nobody there, just grass, pay dirt ahead of him, but he could not bring it in. That brings up third down and 6 from the 11-yard line. 38 seconds left in the first quarter. The Foxes lead 8-7. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Spread offense, no huddle. Rodenkall in the backfield. They get the snap. Screen to Rodenkall. He gets it. This time he has room. Spins into the end zone. Touchdown, Fox Valley Lutheran.
Yeah, he caught that one, that's for sure. And he beat his man to the right, he's at the right corner of the end zone, and got to the pylon, and like I said, did a little spin move to get in. He's dangerous, and
he's
that's
very dangerous.
He's got a couple of scores, one on the ground, one through the airwaves now.
And it looks like they're going for 2 again. They split 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Rodin call in the backfield. Eisenman lifts his leg. Gerhardt goes in motion. They give it to Rodenkahl up the middle. He fights, and he's in. He's in standing up. That brings the score to Fox Valley Lutheran 16, Marinette 7. We'll be back after these messages on Sports Radio 570.
Hi, this is Paul, CEO of the Menominee County Federal Credit Union. We're proud to sponsor high school sports on Bay City Radio, and we encourage all of you to support high school athletics as well. We know there's no better way for our young people to learn the lessons of life than by competing in sports. The Menominee County Federal Credit Union, where you dream the dream, will help make it come true, with locations in Powers, Kearney, Stevenson, and Menominee. Persons living or working in Marinette and Menominee counties are eligible for membership.
Prestige Auto Body and Truck Repair has over 25 years of experience to make your repairs fast, easy, and worry-free with around-the-clock towing, electronic estimating, early drop-off, pickup, delivery, and the comfort of knowing Prestige Auto Body and Truck Repair is an iCar Gold Class shop, one of only 25 in the state, located on the corner of Highway 64 and 180 in Marinette. Call 715-732-4544. That's 715-732-4544 to get your estimate today. Prestige Auto Body and Truck Repair. They take the worry out of your collision repair.
Welcome back to Fox Valley Lutheran High School, where the Foxes have taken a quick 16-7 lead on the Marinette Marines with 31 seconds left in the first quarter.
Yeah, quick is right. Marinette was up 7-0, and then the Foxes came back, got that touchdown, a 2-point conversion. Marinette had a couple of chances where they had the ball starting in the Foxes' territory, but couldn't had a turnover, and then they lost it on downs, and now they find themselves down by 9 here.
Jagelski back for the Marines. Short kickoff. It bounces. On it for the Marines is Max Hickinen. Just jumps on it, and Marinette will start at about the 26-yard line, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like the Foxes are trying to avoid kicking it deep to Jagelski or anybody else who may be back there.
Actually, they're going to start at the 32. We'll take that. 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Marinette trails 16-7. They look to answer here. Jonte Webb goes out to the right. Everybody else in tight for the Marines. They wait for the ref's signal, and we're ready to get underway. 30 seconds left, first quarter. Marinette, they hand it off. Off to the left side, we have room. Down the left side goes Jagelski. He's wide open. 20, 10, 5, touchdown Marines. How about that, kid? That's a way to answer.
There's a game breaker we were talking about earlier. James Jagelski, when he gets his hands on the football, and he's a wingback. He came from the left side and all the way along the left side and then down the left sidelines and from the right side, I should say, down the left sidelines right in front of the press box here. And I don't think he was touched the whole way.
Not at all, and he broke away towards the end. Nobody was getting anywhere near him.
Once he gets in the clear, unless you've got an angle, you're not going to catch James Jagelski.
And he did that all in 13 seconds, Kit.
And was that 68 yards, I believe?
68 yards. Marinette goes for 2. Marinette takes a timeout. They're going to talk about this with 17 seconds left in the first quarter. They're going to see what they want to do here. They're down by 3, 16-13 after that big play by Jagelski.
Yeah, we're talking about earlier how this could be a high-scoring affair, and we'll see if the defense has settled down. But right now, Marinette primarily, of course, with their 2 scores, he had the 65-yard touch or pass to Jonte Webb that set up the first touchdown, and then this 68-yard run by James Jagelski. Otherwise, the Marines really haven't. I think Jagelski maybe had a 12 or 13-yard run. Otherwise, though, Fox Valley Lutheran doing a pretty good job, but 2 big plays have really hurt them.
2 huge plays. We have a timeout on the field. Milwaukee leads 2-1 right now. I just heard over the Nationals, right?
Yeah, that's correct. Just have the update on that. Of course, we're preempting the Brewers game and seeing the Brewers are about 25 games out of first. I don't think that's that big of a deal.
Wasaki leads 6-0 in the second quarter over Crandon.
Opening night in Wisconsin.
We have Mike Lyons and Jake Scriven doing that game. Marinette going for 2. Johnson drops back, rolls to the right. Looking for someone to throw to. He's under pressure. He lofts it up high. Incomplete. So after that, the score will be Fox Valley Lutheran 16, Marinette 13. Kit and I will be back after these messages on Sports Radio 570.
Peshtigo National Bank, your locally owned independent community bank, supports all local high school sports. Since opening in 1901, they've grown to 5 locations in Peshtigo, Coleman, Ocado Falls, Gillett, and Marinette. Hometown banking with your neighbors and friends, Peshtigo National Bank has proudly served the community for over 100 years. Locally owned community banks support and help fund local projects. Keep your banking local and speak with a representative today. Good luck to all area high school teams from Peshtigo National Bank, member FDIC.
Here at PCM Credit Union, we are one of the few employee-based credit unions left in Wisconsin that provides a unique club-like atmosphere for its membership. We serve the employees of select companies and their families. We choose to remain this way so that we can do more and provide more financial options for our members' owners. We're now located right in your community. Come visit us at 1740 Stevenson Street in Marinette to find out the benefits you could receive by becoming a member owner of PCMCU. Or to learn how you may join, visit PCMCU.com. We're people caring more, investing in you, growing together. Membership eligibility required. Equal housing opportunity, member NCUA. Welcome back to Marinette Marine Football, where the Marines just answered the Foxes with a 68-yard touchdown run by James Jagelski. Broke free and separated all the way to the end zone. The Foxes now lead 16-13 with 17 seconds left in the first quarter. And Marinette gets set to kick off. Back deep, the Gerhardt brothers for the Foxes. You don't want to give them any room, but they do. They kick it right to him. Alex Gerhardt has it at the 20. Goes to his left, into the middle, and he's brought down at about the 35-yard line. That's where the Foxes will take over with 10 seconds left in the first quarter.
Yeah, about a 14-yard return, so pretty good coverage there by the Marines. The Foxes have had pretty good starting position most of the game so far in this first quarter, but nice coverage here on the kickoff unit for the Marinette Marines.
What a first quarter it's been. 16-13, Foxes.
We'll see if the defenses can settle down here, because this thing could be in the 40s the way things are going right now.
The Foxes spread out, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. They hand it off to Rodencall. This time he's met by the Marines and drilled backwards. A few Marines were in on that tackle. Maskey was one of them. Caleb got in there. It looks like he lost maybe 5 yards on that.
And I believe is it the last play of the quarter?
That is the end of the first quarter with Fox Valley Lutheran leading Marinette 16-13. We'll be back with second quarter action on Sports Radio 570.
Looking for a credit union that truly cares about you and the community you live in? Then you ought to stop and see the folks at Bayshore Credit Union. Membership is open to anyone living or working in Marinette, Menominee, and Ocado County. Whether it's everyday banking, a new auto loan, new mortgage, even a consolidation loan, they can help. And it's never too early to start establishing good credit. Bayshore Credit Union, located at 1514 Cleveland Avenue, Marinette. They're looking forward to meeting you.
Kim Barrett and all the staff of Tri-City Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine in Marinette are committed to get you back to your quality of life. Tri-City Physical Therapy has been in business for over 25 years and specialize in the treatment of shoulder, knee, and back, as well as general physical therapy. Let them help you overcome pain after an injury or disease. Tri-City Therapy and Sports can provide you with the most skilled and personalized rehabilitation treatment plan possible to help you get back on track. Tri-City Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine at 602 Wells Street in Marinette.
Welcome back to Fox Valley Lutheran High School, where we are getting set to start the second quarter. The Foxes lead the Marines 16-13 after a first quarter of huge plays by both teams.
They got that right, and right now for the Marines, they got to try to put the clamps on number 24. He's been doing the job out of the backfield, whether it be running the football or catching it. And one quarter in the books here in that Rodencall, who I'm talking about, number 24. We'll see if the Marines can start adjusting to him.
Yeah, he's got speed and power. It's a tough combination. The Foxes with a second down and 11 from the 34-yard line.
And keep in mind, there could have been some more big plays. There were a couple of drops by this Foxes team here tonight as well.
Here's the snap. They hand it off to the left side. They have room down the left side. Goes Noah Habelwitz.
That was a big bruiser who just broke a tackle. His first carry of the night is a big one around the left side. He ran over one of the Marines and got near midfield.
Marinette was not ready. He hadn't had any calls tonight. He got it, had a lot of room on the left side.
Yeah, well, Actually, he did. There was one player in his way, but he steamrolled him.
First down and 10 from midfield for the Foxes. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Eisenman barks out orders to his teammates. Rodenkall in the backfield. Gerhardt goes in motion to the right. They fake the handoff, and we have a sack. Nice play there by Marinette.
I think that was Luke Johnson, I believe.
It was Johnson. He got in there, and he wrapped up the quarterback and brought him down. Eisenman almost got away, but Johnson would not let him go.
Yeah, the opposing quarterback making the stop.
That brings up second down and 16 from the 44-yard line. 11 minutes left, second quarter. The Foxes look to the sideline to get the play. Eisenman tells his lineman. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Rodenkall in the backfield. Spread offense. Gets the snap, drops back, goes over the middle again. This time too low. A little worm burner there. Okay. Nobody could have got that one.
And now you got him on a 3rd and long. The Marines did give up a long 3rd down conversion earlier. That's on the first touchdown drive of the night out of their 2 for Fox Valley Lutheran. Now the Marines defense has a chance to make a little stand here and get the ball back for the offense.
It'd be huge for their confidence if they could stop them here. 3rd down and 16 from the 44-yard line. Here's the snap. Drops back, looks to the right. He's looking to go deep. He airs it out, goes down the middle. He has a man, and it's caught. He was triple teamed, Kit.
Yes, he was, and somehow he got behind the defense, and the quarterback Isaacson had enough time to roll out and just launch that thing and find his receiver.
All the way down to the 5-yard line for the Foxes.
Wow.
Bayman again down the middle.
Yeah, 3rd and 16. Needless to say, that's just a backbreaker right there. And like I said, 3 Marines in the secondary back there, but somehow the receiver got by him.
1st and 4 at the 4 for the Foxes. Gerhardt in motion to the right. Bubble screen to the right to Gerhardt. He has it. He's brought down after a short gain by Blaine Schmeckel. Let's see if they give him any yardage. Looks like maybe they gave him 1. 2nd down and 3 from the 3 for Fox Valley Lutheran.
And a goal to go for the Foxes, knocking on the door, trying to add to that lead. After Marinette had grabbed some momentum, here comes the Foxes right back.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Rodenkall in the backfield again. Fake it to him, over the middle. And we have a touchdown. A fake to Rodenkall. A little quick slant over the middle, and we have a touchdown for the Foxes. And it was Gerhardt.
Gerhardt, he just went right over the middle and just turned around right in the end zone, and a strike, just a bullet right from the quarterback Isaacson. That was a rifle, because Gerhardt was covered, but threw right into his number 3.
Beautiful play there, because you have to respect Rodenkall. Brought the linebackers in and opened up the middle of the field for that slant. They're going for 2 again. Drops back. Eisenman looks left, throws it left, and Bayman again. He's become quite the target tonight. 2-point conversion is good for the Foxes. That brings the score to 24-13. Fox Valley Lutheran with the lead over Marinette. Tonight's broadcast is being brought to you by North Motorsports. Visit North Motorsports, the area's only full-line dealer of Honda, Can-Am, Ski-Doo, Sea-Doo, and Snapper outdoor products. From their friendly sales staff to their certified service technicians, they've got you covered. Visit North Motorsports at 3711 10th Street in Menominee, or give them a call at 906-863-5592. That's 906-863-5592. Also, Kane Chevrolet, driving the game to you as the #1 truck destination north of Green Bay. Kane Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, O'Connell, and Marinette. Kit, they had them in a long down and distance.
Well, out of their 3 scores now, that's twice that's happened where the Foxes have kept drives alive with 3rd down and long conversions, and both have led to, obviously, the scores. And plus, they're converting all these 2-point conversions, so they got 24 points. All of a sudden, the Marines find themselves 11 points down, just despite the fact they've only scored 1 less touchdown than Fox Valley Lutheran.
Peshtigo is playing Kewanee tonight, and right now they're down 8-6 against Kewanee. With 9 minutes, 51 seconds left in the second quarter, Marinette trails Fox Valley Lutheran 24-13. Jagelski back for the Marines. Kicking off, Harris Oldenburg for the Foxes. Another short kick that Marinette has to cover at the 35-yard line. That's 3 in a row like that.
You know, no need to panic here. Now you got the ball in a good position about the 40-yard line in your own territory. March down, get a score. You're down maybe 24-21, 24-20, whatever the case may be, getting closer to halftime. So, like I said, no reason to panic, but the Marines got to shore up the defense, and they're clicking pretty well on offense, but obviously some big plays on the defensive side have really hurt them.
There's a lot of time left in this game. No reason to panic at all. Marinette with the ball. Webb to the left. The wing T in tight. Everybody else in motion. Jagelski. Fake it to him. Kanine with the ball. Inside handoff. Not much there. Maybe a yard or two. Faked it to Jagelski. Hoping that the defense would react. They didn't do too much there.
Yeah, I think that's Kanine's first carry, if I'm not mistaken. And just keep the defense honest a little bit there.
9 minutes, 28 seconds left, second quarter. Marinette trails 24-13.
And the Marines, so far in this game, unable to really get Caleb Maskey on track. Jagelski's had, obviously, a couple of nice runs, including the long one for the touchdown, but they haven't got number 25 going yet.
They haven't actually given it to him that much, too. Maybe 2 or 3 times. 3 times. Johnson drops back, airs it out deep for Webb. Just a little bit. Overshot it just a bit. It was covered well, though.
Yeah, throwing it in the right spot where either Jonte was going to get it or nobody was, and just a little bit out of his reach down the left sidelines.
Maskey has 3 carries for 10 yards.
All right.
Jagelski has 4 carries for 85 yards.
Of course, the big 68-yarder for a TD.
3rd and 8 at the 37-yard line for the Marines. Webb to the left. Harris to the right. Johnson with the signal. Jagelski faked it to him. Johnson back, throws it deep to Paris. Almost intercepted, but it was out of bounds. Marinette will have a 4th and 8 from the 37-yard line with 8 minutes, 56 seconds left in the first half.
Now, once again, now the onus is going to be on the defense because you got to punt the ball away here and don't want to end up being down by a couple of scores. Well, down by 11 already, but you don't want to make this deficit any larger.
This is a big point in the game, definitely. Marinette gets ready to punt.
And that gap just keeps getting wider and wider, so I don't want to ever get
Not
too
at
wide
all.
here.
Gerhardt back again. The dangerous Alex Gerhardt. Here's the snap. And the punt. Nice punt. They punted away from him. Goes out of bounds. At the 41-yard line. The Foxes will take over. 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. Looking to add to their lead.
Yeah, Fox Valley Lutheran is probably thinking, okay, well, let's get into 3rd and long, then we're good to go, because they converted a couple of 3rd down and very long conversions to keep drives alive, and then all of a sudden they're up here by 11 points. So,
not usually a recipe for success.
No, but it has been tonight. But you're right.
The Foxes spread out again. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Eisenman gets the ball, hands it off to Gerhardt this time. Gerhardt goes to the left. Nice run there. It looks like he got 7 or 8 yards. Actually, this time it was Nathan Meyer, I believe. They're in their maroon uniforms with gray numbers.
And we're going to see maroon for 2 weeks in a row.
That's right. 8 minutes, 23 seconds left in the first half. Marinette trails 24-13. Eisenman gets the ball, hands off to Rodencall. Again, he slips the first tackler, goes up the middle.
With that spread offense here, and when they do run the ball, they're having some gaping holes up the middle.
He makes that first man miss every time right at the line of scrimmage, and then he has 3 or 4 yards to run before he can try to barrel somebody over. And he's good at that as well. 1st and 10 for the Foxes at the 46-yard line. 8 minutes left, second quarter. The Foxes lead 24-13. Marinette looking for a big play on defense. Eisenman rolls to the right, throws it low. He cannot complete it. He threw it at the feet of Paul Kramer. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10 at the 46-yard line. They like those rollouts. You get him rolling out there, and he's not small either. He's pretty big. You can look over the defenders coming at him.
And earlier in the game, the Marines got a few sacks, maybe 2 or 3 of them, but they haven't touched him in a while.
Eisenman is 6'2", so he easily sees over some of those defenders. 2nd down and 10 from the 46-yard line. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Rodenkahl in the backfield. Screen to the right. They get it to Gerhardt. He has some room. Almost to the first down. He's about a yard short. Nice play there on the screen to Gerhardt.
There was a little hitch out to the right, and Gerhardt, nice reception, good cut to get near the first down sticks, as you mentioned. Going to be 3rd and short, but they're in 4-down territory here. They got a couple of chances to keep this drive alive.
3rd down and 1 from the 38-yard line. They spread out. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Eisenman gets it. He hands it off. The Marines meet the running back. It was actually Tyler Moeller got it, and I don't think he got the first down.
He did not. Made back to the line of scrimmage at best, so it's going to be 4th and about 1 now.
Jesse Johnston came in and helped out with that tackle. 4th down and 1. Big play here. They still spread out, even though it's 4th down and 1. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Marinette jumps off sides. Hard count, and they got him.
And I could be wrong, that maybe the first infraction of the night on the Marines, and couldn't have picked a worse time for that to happen.
That gives the Foxes a first down.
Now, automatic first down with the 5-yard mark off here.
It is now 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. Marinette trails 24-13 with 6 minutes, 47 seconds left in the first half. Spread out, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Eisenman hands off. Moeller has it, wide open up the middle. Touchdown, Foxes. Just a little inside run, and it broke wide open. He was touched once.
There was about 33, 34 yards. And
33.
33 yards, and once again, right up the gut they go. And they've been having a lot of success here tonight, going right up the gut against that Marinette defense.
That's really what you want to do in that spread offense, is spread them out, get the defense spread out, and have the middle of the field wide open.
It's working.
And they're going for 2. They lead 30-13 right now. Eisenman rolls to the right. Throws back over the middle. Actually, Canine got it for Marinette, so the 2-point conversion is no good. The score now is Fox Valley Lutheran 30, Marinette 13. We'll be back after these messages on Sports Radio 570. Bayside Motorsports and Cycle is your full-line service destination, servicing most makes and models of ATVs and motorcycles, from a simple tune-up and oil change to major engine overhauls. Their expanded service department will have you back on your machine fast. Bayside Motorsports and Cycle also specializes in motorcycle and ATV performance work to keep you a step above your competition. Ask about their service specials. Bayside Motorsports and Cycle in Green Bay or at BaysideMotorsports.com.
Where can you go to get a bite to eat before or after the game? Dexter's. Dexter's in Menominee has enough seating for the whole team and a menu to fit everyone's taste and appetite. Or call ahead and take your order to go. Dexter's looks forward to seeing you this year. Good luck to all M&M Sports participants. Dexter's, located on 10th Avenue in Menominee. Check out their menu online at dextersrestaurantonline.com and like us on Facebook.
Welcome back to Fox Valley Lutheran High School, where the Foxes have taken a commanding 30-13 lead with 6 minutes, 32 seconds left in the first half.
Yeah, it is commanding for now. Hopefully it won't be, because the way this game's been going. But Marinette obviously got to get things going on both sides of the ball. And, you know, with Coach Walters being defensive-minded, he's got to be getting pretty red across the way, because giving up 30 points in the first half that isn't even done yet. And so halftime can't come soon enough right now for the Marines, but they got to get an answer here real quick.
A score here could change things, though.
It certainly would help the cause.
Here's the kick. Short kick again. This time Marinette has a chance to return it, and they do return it. They get it out to the 36-yard line, and that's where they'll start with 6 minutes, 27 seconds left in the first half. Dalton Weisberger Weisgerber return that to the 36-yard line. Marinette will take over. 1st and 10. Looking to answer and tighten up this game. Johnson brings his team up to the line. Webb to the right, Harris to the right. Here's the snap. Inside handoff to Maskey, nothing doing there. I don't even think he got a yard.
I think we had said earlier, Caleb had 3 carries for 10 yards, so 4 for maybe 10 or 11
again,
at best right now. So, and the Fox is doing a real good job of putting the clamps on number 25 so far tonight.
That brings up 2nd down and 10 for the Marines with 6 minutes left in the first half. They trail 30-13. Looking for something positive right now. Webb out left.
How about a bomb to number 85?
All right, let's do that. Inside handoff, fumble. I think Marinette got it back. It was a little inside reverse, Kit.
Yeah, a little double reverse the way it looked. Unfortunately, the Marines got back on the pigskin, but it's going to be a loss of a few, maybe 3 yards or so, and now 3rd and long for the Marines.
Looks like he lost about 4 yards. It's 3rd down and 14 from the 34-yard line.
Yeah, Coach Walters was going to try a little trickery, but unfortunately a little bobble there, and now the Marines need a 3rd down and long conversion here.
This is where maybe you want to use Webb's height. A little jump ball down the left side maybe. He's one-on-one, so you could do it. Here's the snap. Fake to Maskey. They look to go deep. They throw it deep. Nobody there. They were trying to get it to Paris, but he was double covered. He could not get away. That'll bring up 4th down and 14 with 4 minutes, 59 seconds left in the first half.
And danger is now with how fast Fox Valley Lutheran's been scoring once you get the football. This thing could get way too ugly, way too fast here. So once again, the job's on the defense. First of all on the punt team, but then on the defense.
And again, Alex Gerhardt back. Ever dangerous. We'd like to get him in space, and on a punt return, there's always space if you kick it to him. Here's the snap and the kick. They do kick it to him, and he fair catches. He catches it at about the 36-yard line, and that's where the Foxes will take over with 4 minutes, 53 seconds left in the first half, and they lead 30-13.
And at halftime, we're going to, of course, go through all the numbers for you. Also, a special interview that Eric did earlier in the week with number 29 of the Packers, Casey Hayward.
That's right. Had a great time talking to him, and you'll hear that at halftime.
We got the Packers and the Steelers on Cat Country, one of our sister stations, coming up on Sunday, preseason game number 2, and get Casey's thoughts on football and some other things, too.
That's right. The Foxes spread out again, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Eisenman goes deep. Intercepted, Jonte Webb. He has it at the 45-yard line.
Just with the doctor.
There's the big one.
There. They got it on the 40, but a 5-yard return to the 45, and Webb has forced a fumble here tonight, also now with an interception, plus he has one catch for 65 yards. And now the Marines, if they can punch it in here, maybe go down by 10 or so at halftime, get a little, momentum going in their direction now.
One of the senior captains stepping up right now. Marinette lines up at the 45-yard line. 1st and 10, 4 minutes, 45 seconds left in the first half. Webb out to the right. They haven't tried a slant to him. Maybe that's what they'll try right here. Snap to Johnson. He loses it, and he pitches it. Good job by Johnson. He almost lost about 6 yards. He was being taken down, and he pitched it to Jesse Johnston, who got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Unfortunately, Jesse was paying attention there because all of a sudden he had the football in his hands, and like you said, he got back to the line of scrimmage and maybe even just a little bit beyond. Actually, to the line of scrimmage, we'll say.
Yeah, I'll give him an inch. He's close. 4 minutes, 17 seconds left, first half. Marinette 2nd and 10 from the 45, their own 45. They're traveling left to right on your sports radio, 570 radio dial. Jagelski has it. A little handoff to the left, makes one man miss. And he's brought down after about a pickup of 4 yards. Jagelski is very elusive because there was a lot of traffic there, and he still got 4 yards.
James probably close to about 90 yards unofficially on the night, and of course he had 68 on one run.
You are correct. Very close. He has 89 yards right now. 3 minutes, 36 seconds left in the first half. Marinette with the ball at midfield. 3rd down and 5. Big play right now. Jagelski gets the ball up the middle. He can't get through that. Too many people in there.
Yeah, a yard at best, and now Coach Walters will have a decision to make here. 4th and 5 right up midfield. I think he's made that decision already. I think they're gonna punt it.
It looks like it, unless he has something up his sleeve. It looks like they're gonna punt. It looks like Fox Valley Lutheran is gonna take a timeout.
Now the Marines will get the ball to start the second half, and of course there's still a little time left here in this first half. So
I want to mention tonight's broadcast is being brought to you by North Motorsports, the area's only full-line dealer of Honda, Can-Am, Ski-Doo, Sea-Doo, and Snapper outdoor products. From their friendly sales staff to their certified service technicians, they've got you covered. Visit North Motorsports at 3711 10th Street in Menominee, or give them a call at 906-863-5592. That's 906-863-5592. Also, Kane Chevrolet, driving the game to you as the #1 truck destination north of Green Bay. Kane Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, O'Connell, Marinette. And we're almost ready. Back in action here. Marinette's ready to go, waiting for the Foxes. 3 minutes, 4 seconds left in the first half. Marinette trails 30-13. 4th down and 5. It looks like they're going to punt, unless we have a fake.
That's 2 turnovers that the Marines have forced here tonight, and in both cases they couldn't take advantage of it. A fumble recovery and now the interception.
Here's the punt. Nice punt. Drives the man all the way back. He fumbles it, and he is taken down.
Well, that could have been disaster for Fox Valley Lutheran.
Still a nice play for Marinette. Drives him all the way back. It looks like maybe the 6-yard line.
Yeah, well, the punt was, like you said, it was over the head of the return man, and once he bobbled it, he really had nowhere to go.
It was a great punt. Stephen Bayman had to drive himself back and try to catch it over his shoulder, which he couldn't, fumbled, and then got taken down right away at the 6-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Foxes with 2 minutes, 55 seconds left in the first half. They lead 30-13.
And we'll see how conservative they are here, if they want to open it up or not, back at their own 6-yard line.
3 to the left, 1 to the right. Roden call in the backfield. They give it to him off the right side. He makes one man miss and then is taken down. Good gang tackling there by the Marines. Didn't look like he got much. Johnston was in there again. He's been in on a lot of tackles tonight. 2nd down and 9 for the Foxes. 2 minutes, 33 seconds left in the first half. They lead 30-13. Eisenman spreads his guys out. Gets the snap. Looks left. Finds a man. It's Bayman again. Catches it at the 15-yard line. It was brought down immediately by Caleb Maskey. That'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Big play here. 3rd and 1 at the 15. 1 minute, 55 seconds left in the first half. Gerhardt in motion. They give it inside handoff, and they have the first down. Roden call. Picks up the first and more.
And now the Foxes may decide to open things up a little bit after getting that initial first down in the series.
A little breathing room.
They'll have to hurry, though, but, of course, their whole offense is predicated on hurrying.
Clock's ticking. 1 minute, 44 seconds left in the first half. 1 receiver to the right, 3 to the left. Roden call in the backfield yet again. Eisenman drops back, gets it to Roden call. Actually goes to the fullback. And the fullback, a nice little play there. Tyler Moeller, 6-yard pass reception to the right. That'll bring up 2nd down and 4 from the 21-yard line. 29. 1 minute, 11 seconds left in the first half. Inside handoff to Moeller again. This time he's hit immediately by the Marines. Nothing doing there. There's only 57 seconds left in the first half.
And obviously, if you're Fox Valley Lutheran and their new coach, you're going to be content and extremely pleased that going into halftime with this lead right here.
They hand off to Moeller again. Nice run there. He gets the first down, it looks like. He did get the first down. First down and 10 from the 35-yard line. Fox Valley Lutheran decides to take a timeout. We'll take one as well on Sports Radio 570.
Find your next truck at Kane, the #1 truck destination north of Green Bay for 2015. From the most dependable full-size pickups on the road, Kane delivers Silverado. Or the most advanced pickup ever, Kane delivers Sierra. Right now, visit Kane in Marinette or Oconto to enter the Chevrolet Packers Ultimate Fan Sweepstakes. Win a 2016 Chevrolet and other great prizes. Over 300 quality vehicles at KaneGM.com, Oconto, and Marinette.
Welcome back to Fox Valley Lutheran High School. Marinette trails the Foxes right now with 43 seconds left in the first half, 30-13.
It is obviously they play two halves, so the Marines down 30-13 as you mentioned, but you get the football to start the second half now, of course, assuming you stop them here, and you get the ball back and hopefully come out strong in the third quarter and shore up some things at halftime on defense and then let the chips fall where they may. We shall see.
The Foxes with the ball. A little screen underneath the Roden call. He has it. He's hit by Canine, and he keeps fighting, Kit. He was hit after about a 3-yard pickup.
Yeah, it ended up being about an 11 or 12-yard pickup because he got the first down, and he just kept those legs churning.
He's a handful. The Foxes quickly up to the line. 31 seconds left in the first half. Eisenman drops back straight. Looks to go deep. Throws it left. He has a man. It goes through the hands. Right through the hands of Nick Byer. He had about an 8-yard pickup, but he couldn't bring it in. That'll bring up second down and 10 from the 46-yard line. 22 seconds left in the first half. Marinette does not want to give up a score here.
Well, watch out for that deep one again. The Marines have been burned a couple of times, some deep passes. And really nobody's going to prevent defense right now for Marinette.
Eisenman, straight drop back. Goes deep for Rodencall. And Rodencall has it. He breaks away. 5, touchdown, Foxes.
Well, just as we were saying, and Rodencall kind of just outfought the D-back or the linebacker, whatever that was there for Marinette. He got the football, kind of muscled it away from him, and then ran the other 30 yards for the score. But once again, there you go, getting past the defense.
He was actually covered very well. It was just a jump ball. He got it. Defender fell down, and nobody else was there to come down. Easy touchdown after that. And the Foxes looking to go for 2 again with 12 seconds left in the first half. They lead 36-13. Gerhardt in motion to the right. Eisenman rolls right. Looking for someone. Throws across his body. No good. Knocked down by Jagelski. So with 12 seconds left in the first half, Fox Valley Lutheran now leads 36-13.
It has been really a trio of backbreakers here tonight. She really pinpoints. There are 2 long third down conversions for the Foxes. One they got the touchdown on, and then here this last one. Just basically they weren't trying to run the clock out, but there wasn't a huge sense of urgency. But there they go and they get a score.
What they keep doing is they spread him out, and not only are they running Rodencall, but they're just sneaking him underneath for little screens. He actually has 2 touchdown receptions tonight.
Right.
And one being a 54-yard pass right there. Marinette gets ready for the kickoff. They now trail 36-13. 12 seconds left in the first half. Fox Valley Lutheran lines up for the kickoff. They couldn't ask for a better first half to start their season.
You got that right. And the Marines, huge hole. Can they dig out of it? We're going to find out here.
Back for Marinette is Jagelski again.
But somehow, like you said, that Roden call, they got to find a way to put the clamps on him, and the Marines have not had an answer yet.
He's a problem because he's so big.
He's big.
He's hard to bring down.
And he's quick. They spread him out, and that's obviously the back that Coach Walters was referring to on the pregame.
The kick goes right to Dalton Weisgerber, and he brings it up to the 37-yard line for Marinette with 7 seconds left in the first half. And they trail 36-13. Let's see what Marinette does here, if they are content to go into halftime and talk about this, or if they want to attack here.
My guess is they'll take a knee, but we'll see, especially seeing they get the ball back to start the third quarter. I mean, why risk any further damage right here?
1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. 7 seconds left in the first half. Marinette trails 36-13, and they are going to take a knee. Johnson kneels down, and that will do it for the first half. A disappointing one, but we still have a half of football to go. Fox Valley Lutheran 36, Marinette 13 after one half. Kit and I will be back with stats and more on Sports Radio 570.
Hi, this is Paul, CEO of the Menominee County Federal Credit Union. We're proud to sponsor high school sports on Bay City Radio, and we encourage all of you to support high school athletics as well. We know there's no better way for our young people to learn the lessons of life than by competing in sports. The Menominee County Federal Credit Union, where you dream the dream, will help make it come true, with locations in Powers, Kearney, Stevenson, and Menominee. Persons living or working in Marinette and Menominee counties are eligible for membership.
Prestige Auto Body and Truck Repair has over 25 years of experience to make your repairs fast, easy, and worry-free with around-the-clock towing, electronic estimating, early drop-off, pickup, delivery, and the comfort of knowing Prestige Auto Body and Truck Repair is an I-Car Gold Class shop, one of only 25 in the state, located on the corner of Highway 64 and 180 in Marinette. Call 715-732-4544. That's 715-732-4544 to get your estimate today. Prestige Auto Body and Truck Repair. They take the worry out of your collision repair.
Peshtigo National Bank, your locally owned independent community bank, supports all local high school sports. Since opening in 1901, they've grown to 5 locations in Peshtigo, Coleman, Oconto Falls, Gillett, and Marinette. Hometown banking with your neighbors and friends, Peshtigo National Bank has proudly served the community for over 100 years. Locally owned community banks support and help fund local projects. Keep your banking local and speak with a representative today. Good luck to all area high school teams from Peshtigo National Bank, member FDIC.
Here at PCM Credit Union, we are one of the few employee-based credit unions left in Wisconsin that provides a unique club-like atmosphere for its membership. We serve the employees of select companies and their families. We choose to remain this way so that we can do more and provide more financial options for our members' owners. We're now located right in your community. Come visit us at 1740 Stevenson Street in Marinette. Find out the benefits you could
Go west on 180 at the holiday. Save on cars and trucks every day. You're sure to save a bundle when you take that drive west on 180 to the riverside. You get to the roundabout, make sure you yield. Don't go straight, cause it's all cornfields. Just turn left when you see that sign. Come on in to the riverside. We'll find what you're looking for. Just show up at our front door. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram trucks. No overhead. Saves you big bucks, come take a ride. If you dare, out with the cows in the country air. You save big money on your next ride when you see your friends at Riverside. From the west, take 64 until you get our front door in Marinette. You're sure to save a bundle when you take that drive. One way or another, get to Riverside. One way or another, get to Riverside.
Looking for a credit union that truly cares about you and the community you live in? Then you ought to stop and see the folks at Bayshore Credit Union. Membership is open to anyone living or working in Marinette, Menominee, and Oconto counties. Whether it's everyday banking, a new auto loan, new mortgage, even a consolidation loan, they can help. And it's never too early to start establishing good credit. Bayshore Credit Union, located at 1514 Cleveland Avenue, Marinette. They're looking forward to meeting you.
Kim Barrett and all the staff of Tri-City Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine of Marinette are committed to get you back to your quality of life. Tri-City Physical Therapy has been in business for over 25 years and specialize in the treatment of shoulder, knee, and back, as well as general physical therapy. Let them help you overcome pain after an injury or disease. Tri-City Therapy and Sports can provide you with the most skilled and personalized rehabilitation treatment plan possible to help you get back on track. Tri-City Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine at 602 Wells Street in Marinette.
Bayside Motorsports and Cycle is your full-line service destination, servicing most makes and models of ATVs and motorcycles, from a simple tune-up and oil change to major engine overhauls. Their expanded service department will have you back on your machines fast. Bayside Motorsports and Cycle also specializes in motorcycle and ATV performance work to keep you a step above your competition. Ask about their service specials. Bayside Motorsports and Cycle in Green Bay or at BaysideMotorsports.com. Welcome back to Fox Valley Lutheran High School, where Marinette trails the Foxes right now at halftime, 36-13. We'll go through some stats right now. For Fox Valley, they have run an amazing kit, 47 plays for 364 yards in the first half.
That's a whole game, isn't it?
That is a whole game. Leading the way, Ethan Eisenman, 13 of 20 for 189 yards and 2 touchdowns. Zane Rodenkall has 15 rushes for 86 yards. Alex Gerhardt, receiving, has 5 receptions for 73 yards. And the running back again, Zane Rodenkall, 5 receptions, 77 yards, and 2 touchdowns. For Marinette, Luke Johnson having a tough time right now, 1 for 8, 65 yards and a touchdown. Jonte Webb has that reception. His big play, 65-yard touchdown pass.
That wasn't a touchdown, though. That was...
Oh, yeah, down to the 4, that's right. And then leading the way for Marinette rushing is James Jagelski, who has 5 rushes for 89 yards. In the first quarter, Jonte Webb had the big play, 65-yard pass. And we got Johnson in on a 2-yard touchdown for Marinette. 40-yard touchdown for Rodenkall on the reception, and a 68-yard James Jagelski run for Marinette in the first quarter. Big plays in the second quarter. We had a 51-yard pass to Bame for the Foxes, a 3-yard Guerin pass for a touchdown, and a 33-yard Tyler Moeller TD run. Also, a 54-yard pass to Rodenkall for a touchdown in the second quarter, and that brings us to 36-13. The Foxes lead with at halftime to see what Marinette can come up with in the second half.
It appeared it was going to be a seesaw affair the way things started out, but man, that changed in a hurry. And some of those big plays that you mentioned, the total yardage for the Foxes, and not to belabor the point, but they had a couple of huge third down conversions, and that really took the wind out of Marinette's sails. And the Marines also couldn't take advantage of a couple of turnovers. They forced a couple of turnovers on Fox Valley Lutheran, but couldn't convert them, and drive stalled, and all of a sudden they find themselves facing just a huge deficit here at the intermission.
That's right. They had their chances, but there's still half to play, so we'll come back after halftime and see what Marinette has to offer in the second half. Right now, we're going to go to my interview with Casey Hayward, Kit, and let everyone listen to that. I got to talk to him last Tuesday, and we had a really good time, so here's that interview. Eric Bergstrom here with Casey Hayward of the Green Bay Packers. Casey, thanks so much for joining me today. And my first question is, does it feel like this Packers team is on a mission after coming so close last year?
No problem. Yeah, I feel like it. I feel like, we got the right combination of experience and youth on our team. And we just so happen to have the best quarterback in the league as well. So when you got those things, the combination of things that we have, we feel like we are a contender, but we'll have to play the season out and to determine that.
So speaking of the best quarterback, how many times have you picked him off in practice in your career?
Not many. I haven't picked him up. I might have got him maybe once or twice before, but not many.
All right, let's get to the important stuff. Acting. What was it like filming your commercial with Coach McCarthy?
It was pretty cool. It was actually I actually have done 2 with Coach McCarthy so far. So it was pretty fun. That was actually my third commercial that I've done. So it was kind of cool, different experience, dealing with Coach. So you really have to be you think you have to be really professional, but you really don't.
So you're an acting pro now. You got that under your belt, like 3 commercials already?
Oh yeah, 3. 3 so far. Yeah, people call me Denzel. But I kind of gave myself that name one day when we was filming. So it was kind of funny, and people did laugh at me when I said that.
A lot of people around here really love that commercial, so I think they'll agree. I think maybe they'll start calling you Denzel too. It's a good nickname.
Yeah, some people getting camera like Denzel. So I started laughing because I forgot that I said
that. So what kind of reaction do you get from your teammates at first? They like it, or they tease you a lot about it?
Some people tease me about it. It was like, we like people around, so people just be teasing me about that. Some people didn't know I was on, so they'll see me and they be like, yo, I'm tired of seeing you. I've seen you like 3 times yesterday.
I hear that all the time. When they found out I was going to be interviewing you, they were saying that to me constantly. So it's a really popular commercial up here too. So
yeah, it is. A lot of people like that commercial.
You grew up in Georgia, right?
Yeah, I'm from a small town in Georgia called Perry, Georgia.
Okay.
In the middle of Georgia.
How long did it take to get used to the weather in Green Bay?
It didn't take me that long. I went to school in Nashville. It's not as cold as this, but it really does get cold there. People don't really notice that because I think, it's on top of the mountains. But it definitely gets cold in Nashville. But Green Bay is a different weather from anywhere I've ever been. So it took me probably a couple weeks to get used to it, especially playing wise. To get used to it. But other than that, I try to stay inside if I'm not playing.
Who were some of the players that you looked up to growing up?
Growing up, I used to like Michael Vick. Everybody wanted to be Michael Vick. I played a little quarterback in high school, so he was very popular around those days. And like cornerback-wise, Champ Bailey. I used to love watching Champ Bailey. To this day, Leon Hall. I love Leon Hall's game. I kind of got a little resemblance to my game with his as well.
Same number,
too? We had some of the same traits, I feel like. So those were 2 of the guys I did like watching. I still like watching Leon Hall till today.
I like those guys as well, and I like Leon Hall also. Didn't he go to Michigan?
Yeah, he went to Michigan.
See, I'm a huge Michigan fan.
Guy. I didn't really catch him too much when he was in Michigan. A lot of film on him while he was in Michigan, but since he's been a pro, I definitely have watched him a lot. I studied a little his film. Not just a little, I studied some of his film. That's why I see a lot of traits that I think I have that he has.
I can see that. Actually, you're getting ahead of me. You know the questions before they come. I was going to ask you about your quarterbacking in high school. Did you want to try that in college as well?
No, not at all. I ain't throw the ball well enough to attempt to do that. I threw the ball just good enough in high school to get by.
Well, I don't know about that. I saw some of your stats. They were pretty good. You had some pretty good.
Yeah, I had some guys help me out. Well, I have some guys that come. I have some tall guys, 6'4", 6'1" guys that can help me out. So some of the players that I threw the ball, they made up for me, and vice versa the same way. But I throw the ball pretty well. Pretty decent in high school. The balls were smaller,
right?
And we were all smaller, so everything was a little different there. So I know I couldn't do it in college. Some people wanted me to play receiver, but I ultimately just chose to play corner, and I think that was the best decision for me.
So, Coach McCarthy, he hasn't seen your quarterbacking skills yet?
Yeah, they actually they were teasing me about it the other day. I want to say Micah might have kicked the ball off, and he was like excited, so he was joking. So he threw the ball back to me, and I just, as soon as I grabbed it, I tossed the ball across the field, and it was like a duck, and it was like, yo, you never threw the ball before. I'm like, man, as soon as I didn't get a chance to get my hands on the lacer, I just threw the ball as soon as I touched. So they were kind of giving me a hard time about it. Some of the players on the offense.
If you weren't an athlete, a professional athlete, what do you think you'd be doing?
If I wasn't a professional athlete, I probably think I got a couple things I got in mind that I want to do after playing football. I might get into restaurants, or I also thought about coaching. I love kids. I love helping people and things like that. So I thought about coaching, going that route as well.
Yeah, I saw that about you, actually. Community involvement is pretty important to you, huh?
Yeah, definitely back home. We do a lot of stuff, back home for the kids and just the community in general. So it's kind of big. I'm trying to do some things back here this year as well.
Well, Casey, hey, I really appreciate that. I had a lot of fun. It was a great interview, and I want to thank you so much. And good luck this season, and hopefully we'll see you on TV in the Super Bowl as well as the commercials.
I appreciate that. Thank you for having me.
Welcome back to Fox Valley Lutheran High School, where the Marinette Marines are trailing the Foxes 36-13 at halftime.
And good job there, Eric. Look at you talking to Casey Hayward. A nice job.
Yeah, I had a great time. I think I could have talked to him for an hour. We were having a great time.
Yeah, seems like a very personable guy, and hopefully he'll have a great year for the Green and Gold coming up. And don't forget, second preseason game coming up on Sunday over on Cat Country, 95.1, going to the Steel City, and then they're home next Saturday for the first home preseason game. And got the Eagles, I do believe, coming up next Saturday night. How about a football day and night next Saturday? You got the M&M game and during the day, and then preseason game number 3 is usually the best one because the starters usually play about half the game, and the last preseason game they'll rest most of the starters. So, yeah, going to be a fun day.
Yeah, it's a fun day, and it's a fun time of year. Everything's starting to ramp up right now as far as football goes.
And if the Marines want to give the Maroons a battle, they got to obviously have some work to do. First of all, in this game here, down 36-13. Now, not to make any excuses at all, but keep in mind, obviously, a starting linebacker from last year is not playing tonight. Connor Nelson out with a bad knee. Not sure what his status will be for next week. But that being said, just too many breakdowns. And not only there are some breakdowns, but also the number 24, that Rosenthal for Fox Valley Lutheran, when he makes people miss, and also when he has somebody in front of him, he plow over him too. So he's a threat in multiple ways.
That's right. I don't know how many times he's gotten an inside handoff right up the middle, and there was someone there to meet him, and he does a little sidestep or a little hop jump, makes that man miss, and then heads with steam right up the middle, either plowing over people or showing off his speed.
And to Fox Valley Lutheran's credit, they're creating a lot of one-on-one situations because of the spread offense. So you can't really double team him, otherwise somebody else will be open. And you gotta try to contain him with maybe one person, and good luck.
That's right. It's a tough offense right now for Marinette to control because of him. I think he's the key to that whole thing. If it wasn't for him, Marinette could concentrate more on the outside, but he's just destroying them up the middle and is receiving as well. He has 2 touchdown receptions.
Yeah, I wouldn't say he's been a one-man wrecking crew, but he's been the main cog in their offense, that's for sure.
And Stephen Bayman, number 11, he's done a really good job. He's had about 6 receptions tonight, a lot of them right over the middle. A lot of them more than 15 yards, too, getting big chunks at a time.
Yeah, just looking at the stats, you're right, and they've been spreading the ball around, and not just the guys that you mentioned just there, but they have about maybe 4 or 5 guys who have caught the ball, and maybe 3 or 4 who have ran the ball so far.
Definitely spreading it around in their spread offense. We're close to the start of the second half kickoff, about a minute and a half away. Marinette still stretching. I want to mention that tonight's broadcast is brought to you by North Motorsports. Visit North Motorsports, the area's only full-line dealer of Honda, Can-Am, Ski-Doo, Sea-Doo, and Snapper outdoor products. From their friendly sales staff to their certified service technicians, they've got you covered. Visit North Motorsports at 3711 10th Street in Menominee, or give them a call at 906-863-5592. That's 906-863-5592. Also, Kane Chevrolet, driving the game to you as the #1 truck destination north of Green Bay. Kane Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, O'Connell, Marinette. We are just about ready to get underway in the second half, about 30 seconds left, and I don't know what Coach Walters told them, but hopefully he gets them fired up and come out and play a different second half than they had the first half.
Well, you're down by big numbers, 36-13. Basically, all you can do is get the ball. You got the ball to start the second half. A nice sustained drive that ends in some points, and then take it. All you can do is take it really one play at a time, just try to dig yourself out of this hole. And there's a lot of football left, so the Marines can score, of course, in bunches too. They got some game breakers, but it's got to be done on both sides of the ball. You can't just trade touchdowns with them. You got to obviously score some points, and then you got to get back to it on defense too.
That's right. Another local team having more success tonight is Peshtigo. They lead 12-8 at halftime over Kewanee. So Peshtigo out to a good start at halftime, looking to get their first win of the season.
What's interesting is that we're talking before the game. We saw John Siddick here, of course, longtime coach over at Marinette, now retired, but John still helps out a lot, and he's here tonight and talking to him about the scheduling and how Marinette and, of course, all the Wisconsin teams are going to have 3 games in before Labor Day. But that won't happen every year because of the way the calendar falls. There'll be some years where they'll only have 2 games in before Labor Day. So, but interesting. There's and talking to John and talking about when the M&M game is going to be played, and well, it could be early for a while in the season, for at least for a few years.
It could be, and it's going to take some getting used to for everybody. It's a different feel for sure.
But at least it's going to be played. That's the bottom line.
That's the main thing, and it'll be played next week. So hopefully Marinette can make a comeback here. The second half just about ready to get underway. Marinette will receive, traveling right to left on your Sports Radio 570 radio dial. Another short kickoff by the Foxes, covered up there by Nathan Paris of the Marines at the 33-yard line, and that's where Marinette will start the second half.
All those squib kicks by design, and that could come back to haunt them somewhere down the road in the game, but eventually you think you'd want to kick it deep, but it hasn't hurt them here tonight.
Marinette takes over, 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. They trail 36-13. Just starting the second half. Inside handoff to Maskey, nothing doing there. He loses 5 yards, it looks like.
Yeah, Caleb, unofficially, I think the numbers were, around 10 yards for him in the first half, so.
Around 10 yards on 6-7 carries.
Yeah, they know all about Caleb, and he's a game breaker too, but you can't get away from 3-4 guys, and the Marines' young offensive line having a rough go of it tonight, trying to win that battle in the trenches.
They haven't been able to get him in space at all tonight. He's been bottled up. A lot of inside runs, and he's getting hit as soon as he gets the ball. Second down, he lost 8, actually. Second down and 18 from the 25. Inside handoff to Jagelski. Nothing doing there. He got 1 or 2. That'll bring up 3rd down and 18. He didn't get anything. 3rd down and 18 from the 25-yard line. 10 minutes, 58 seconds left in the third quarter. Marinette trails 36-13. Johnson looks over to the sidelines, gets the play. Having trouble right now getting the play in.
Yeah, the Marines really taking a lot of time.
Harris gets it in. They huddle up. They're going to have to hurry, I think. Shante Webb split to the right. Everybody else in tight in the wing T. Johnson back. Let's go. Almost intercepted right into the belly of one of the Foxes linebackers, and he couldn't hang on. Marinette will have to punt. 4th down and 16 from the 27-yard line. They trail 36-13. Not the first series they wanted in the second half. Back for the Foxes is Alex Gerhardt again. He's standing at the 45-yard line. The snap goes over the head. They pick it up, and he gets it off, amazingly. And they actually gain about 4 yards on that kid. The snap went over his head. He ran back to get it at about the 5-yard line, turned around, kicked it, and they might have gained about 3 yards on that.
Well, but unfortunately, the ball is with Fox Valley Lutheran, and what could go wrong has gone wrong here, and it's a disastrous start to the second half.
The Foxes have the ball, 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Three receivers, split right, 1 left. Rodencall up the middle. He's bottled up this time. Nathan Paris with the tackle for the Marines. No gain. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. 10 minutes left in the third quarter. 2nd and 10 from the 37-yard line for Fox Valley Lutheran. The Foxes putting on a show tonight. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left again. Another handoff to Rodencall. He drops it, but Eisenman covers it up. The quarterback jumps on it. Saves the turnover for the Foxes. That'll bring up third down, and it looks like 14 or 15.
And up by a big margin. We'll see if the Foxes maybe lose a little concentration here. So far, that appears to be the case early in the second half, at least on offense.
3 to the right, 1 to the left. Rodenkall in the backfield again. Eisenman back. Throws it short to Bayman, and he's gang tackled by the Marines. Leading the way is Spencer Hipke for the Marines.
And well short of a first down, but they're certainly in the 4-down territory here.
They were just trying to get a little bit of that back to make this manageable.
Yeah, 4th and about 8 the way it looks here.
4th and 7 from the 35-yard line. The Foxes have the ball. They lead 36-13. 8 minutes, 45 seconds left, third quarter. 2 split left, 1 right. 2 running backs this time for the first time tonight. Gerhardt goes out for a screen. Eisenman tries to scramble for the first down, and he can't do it. Marinette brings him down, and they'll take over on downs right around the 33-yard line. So the Marines stop them with 8 minutes, 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Eisenman saw some space, thought he could get there. Nothing doing. Marinette takes over.
And do we have a different signal caller in there or not?
It looks like we might. It looks like Matt Eldridge is in there.
Eldridge, okay.
I think he's a lefty, too.
Yeah. We'll change of pace here, see if that can jumpstart the offense.
They get it to Caleb Maskey. Has a little room kit. There he goes, up the middle and out the right side. Caleb Maskey with his first big run of the night. Looks like about 12 yards. That's what we're looking for from him.
Yeah, started inside, and then he went to the outside to the right, and right towards the Marinette bench, forced out of bounds right around the midfield stripe. So, hey, anything to get this offense going now.
Nice to see his legs going there. He's been bottled up most of the night, so he had a little bit of space and made the most of it. Marinette with the ball at midfield, traveling right to left on your Sports Radio 570 radio dial. Eldridge in the wing tee, leading the attack. Webb on the right side. They hand it off to Jagelski. Nothing doing. 3 guys there. Meet him immediately. Tried a little inside handoff to the left side, and he couldn't get any blocking or room. That'll bring up second down and 10 from midfield. 7 minutes, 45 seconds left in the third quarter.
There's been a few big plays for the Marines offense here tonight, but overall they've been bottled up quite well by the Foxes defense here tonight.
They have not been able to sustain anything. Like you said, a few big plays, no long drives yet. Eldridge drops back. The lefty lets it go. Nice pass to Jonte Webb on the right side. How about that strike?
An excellent strike by Eldridge, giving Webb. I think Webb's only his second catch. First one since that big one in the first quarter, but this is in the first down, obviously, and well into enemy territory here for the Marines.
A 15-yard strike by the lefty. He's 6'3".
And I'm not sure if Luke Johnson is maybe a little banged up or just maybe just something that Coach Walters decided to jumpstart the offense, but Eldridge off to a good start.
Marinette, 1st and 10 from the 30, actually a 20-yard strike. Inside handoff. Maskey tried to make a move. He might have gained 1 or 2. Actually, it was Jagelski. It looks like he got 1 yard. That'll bring up second down and 9 from the 29-yard line for the Marines. Matt Eldridge leading the way. The big 6'3", 170-pound sophomore kid.
Yeah, Scott Eldridge played a few years ago for the Marines. Now Matt under center. Actually had the shotgun now.
Fakes the handoff. Gives it to Kanine. He loses the handle. Eldridge dives for it. There's Foxes there too. We're waiting for a call. No signal yet. They're fighting for it. After the scrum, it goes to the Foxes. Another big turnover.
Yeah, the turnovers are even now, 2 apiece.
So with 6 minutes, 18 seconds left in the third quarter, Fox Valley Lutheran takes over, leading 36-13. It looked like Marinette had something going there with a new quarterback, but kind of shot itself in the foot again.
They had it down to the 30-yard line, and now the Foxes have it again.
Rodencall still in there. He's to the left of Eisenman. And they have 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They're traveling left to right. Gerhardt in motion. Eisenman steps up, goes underneath. Tried to fire a strike, but it hits the ground, incomplete. Nice play there by Eisenman. He had rush around him, took a step up, found a lane and fired it, but could not complete it. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 10.
He's a good-looking quarterback. Moves around well in the pocket. Of course, he'll move that pocket around. He'll spread him out to the right and keeps good poise in the pocket.
The big senior, 6'2". They give it to Rodencall to the left side. He breaks 4 tackles, 5, 6, for a 15-yard run, Kit. He broke about 6 tackles.
Running out of defenders to break tackles from. You're right. He was bottled up right at the line of scrimmage. All of a sudden, he came out of there somehow, some way. And like you said, he broke a whole bunch of tackles and gets a first down into Marinette territory, all the way inside the 45-yard line.
I stand corrected. He pushed forward for 5 more yards. Give him 20 on that run.
Yeah, for what, about the 42?
42. 1st and 10 for the Foxes. They lead 36-13.
Most backs would have had no gain on that.
That right. He has it again right up the middle. This time he's bottled up. He got maybe 1.
Boy, some gaudy numbers being put up by this Foxes team. They had almost 400 yards at halftime, and Rodencall's over 100 yards now for that last run. Big numbers for this team.
Big numbers. Rodencall has 189 yards.
So 189?
Is that what it is? We'll have to check that. Eisenman back. Throws over the middle. Here's it. Incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd down and 8. With 5 minutes, 13 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. And Marinette trails 36-13. They put up 13 points right away, Kit, but we've been stuck there now for a while.
Yeah, that's why we thought it was going to be a kind of a seesaw type contest, but anything but.
Rodencall has 144.
144. Not to mention a few receptions, including
2 touchdowns.
Yeah, 154-yarder for a score. Total offense over 200 yards.
Eisenman rolls right. He's under pressure. Throws it low to Bainman. Incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down and 8 for the Foxes. 5 minutes, 7 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. They lead 36-13.
And this 3rd quarter going pretty fast, and that's, I'm sure, just fine with Fox Valley Lutheran. No team has scored yet here in this quarter, but
Wasaki's in a tight one, 6-6 at the end of the 3rd with Crandon. Eisenman directs traffic, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. They got the spread working. He drops back, looking deep. He lets it go all the way to the end zone. He overshoots his receiver by maybe 2 yards. He almost had him. But that goes incomplete. Marinette takes over on downs.
Yep, that was a 4th down play, and why not? Up 36-13. Why not go for the home run? And they've had success going over the middle.
Marinette takes over at the 40-yard line with 5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. It looks like Eldridge is still in the game. The sophomore leads his team up to the line. Jonte Webb spreads out left side. Everybody else tight in the wing tee. Maskey in motion. They fake it to him. Throw it to Canine. A little screen. He has a little bit of room. Nice play there. An inside screen for about 6 yards. They faked it to Maskey and threw a little screen right in the middle to Canine.
Yeah, got some positive yards on 1st down. Got about 7, maybe I'll say about 7 yards. So that's a good start compared to the way the Marines have been starting some of their drives here tonight.
2nd down and 3 from the 47-yard line for Marinette. Jonte Webb out right. Eldridge hands it off to Maskey, and he is hit immediately. Chase Lynn brings him down for the Foxes. Nothing doing there.
And the Foxes certainly knew all about Caleb coming into this contest. They have really bottled him up. I think he had one run of maybe 10, 12 yards, whatever it was. Otherwise, though, he's been pretty much stopped in his tracks or pushed back.
They definitely did their scouting. You can tell that. Keying on him. 3 minutes, 55 seconds left in the third quarter. Marinette trails 36-13. Jonte Webb splits out left. Nate Harris to the left joins him. Eldridge drops back, lets it go to Webb. Fired it a little bit too high. Webb went up and went through his hands. A little bit too much mustard on that pass.
Yeah, Jonte has some hops, but even that was a little bit too high for him.
Eldridge, he has quite an arm. You have to really be able to throw that pass out right by the sideline, and he got it there quick. That brings up 4th down and 5 for the Marines. It looks like they're going to punt. Gerhardt back again for the punt for the Foxes. Here's the kick. Jesse Johnston with the kick. Nice kick. Gets a Marines roll. All the way down to the 17-yard line, it looks like. Nice punt there. The Foxes will take over at the 17-yard line, leading 36-13 with 3 minutes, 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Let's see if the Foxes leave all their players in here. Rodencall's been in there, and Eisenman.
I'm guessing they will here, at least in this third quarter. 36-13. No scoring yet in this third quarter, but still a ways to go.
Empty backfield. 4 to the right, 1 to the left. Eisenman gets the snap. Bubble screen. To who else, Kit? Rodencall.
And he
makes one man miss. Stiff arms another. And after all that damage, he got 20 yards.
Yeah, he's well over, I'm not sure what the exact number is, but over 200 yards in total offense, obviously. Very easily. And that could have been, or probably should have been about a 3-yard pickup, and he got about 15, 20.
The Foxes have a first down at the 38-yard line. Their own 38 with 3 minutes, 12 seconds left, third quarter. Eisenman gets it to Rodencall. He catches it, but he's hit immediately, and he lost about 3 yards on that play.
Yeah, and Kanine got him first, but it still took about 3 Marines to get him down.
That brings up 2nd down and 14. He lost 4.
But they love those screens, don't they? And
they do.
Why not? They've been working so well for them here tonight.
And even if they don't throw it, the threat of it makes the defense react. Rodencall comes out. Take a breather. 2 backs in with Eisenman. He hands it right up the middle to Moeller. Nothing doing. He may have got a yard. Looks like he got 1. Tyler Moeller for the Foxes. He's had a pretty good game for them as well. He's had a few big runs. Big fullback.
Yeah.
He doesn't get a lot of action because of the spread offense, but the times he's been in there, he's done a good job.
Yeah, doing what he has to do.
Actually, they said he lost a yard. 3rd down and 16 from the 33 for Fox Valley Lutheran. They lead 36-13. No scoring here in the second half so far, after an explosion of scoring in the first half.
Especially by one team.
Unfortunately. Split left, 2 receivers. Split right, 2 receivers. 1 running back. Eisenman back. Fires it. He has his receiver, and it's Gerhardt. Gerhardt picks up a big chunk of that. Picked up about 12 yards on that. Brings up a 4th down and more manageable. 5 yards. Between 4 and 5 yards.
They've only punted maybe once or twice here tonight, but they may, we'll see if they kick it away or not. Of course, they'll line up like they're not going to, but that's the basis of their offense.
Marinette jumps off sides, and that will be a first down.
You were talking earlier, Eric, in the game about it could be an ugly type game, and unfortunately it has been, especially for Marinette. That's now twice where there's been an infraction or encroachment giving Fox Valley Lutheran the automatic first down. but it was either third or fourth and less than 5 to go.
I think both of them were on fourth down.
Yeah, maybe both were on fourth down. But just not a pretty start from the Marines here in 2015 season.
First down and 10 at midfield for the Foxes. Eisenman rolls right, hits his man. Bayman again. A short roll out to the right.
And he got stuck pretty good by Webb.
He did get stuck.
He came across the middle, but to Bayman's credit, he hung on to the pigskin. He wasn't afraid to go over the middle.
He picked up 8 yards on that. It reminds me of Wes Welker.
He's good possession receiver.
Eisenman has the ball. He gets it to Tyler Moeller. A lot of room right up the middle. Big chunk there. Inside handoff was wide open again. Moeller, like I said, has had a really good game. The 6 foot, 200-pound senior for the Foxes. And Gerhardt splits out left. Roden calls back in the game. He's by himself, the only running back in the backfield. He gets the ball, inside handoff, makes a few people miss, and carries about 4 more people for about an 11-yard gain. Feels like I've seen that before.
Yeah, a time or 2 or 3.
I don't know if it's a nightmare or... I've definitely seen that run a couple times tonight. Roden call, exits, in comes Moeller.
I don't know if we'll see Roden call much more here tonight.
Yeah, why do you want to risk it? Fox Valley Lutheran leads 36-13. 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Moeller with the ball. He loses it. It's a fight for it. Marinette thinks they have it. No call yet. It looks like Fox Valley retains possession. Got the handoff, dropped it, jumped right on it. We have a timeout by Marinette. We'll take a quick break and be back on Sports Radio 570.
Where can you go to get a bite to eat before or after the game? Dexter's. Dexter's in Menominee has enough seating for the whole team and a menu to fit everyone's taste and appetite. Or call ahead and take your order to go. Dexter's looks forward to seeing you this year. Good luck to all M&M Sports participants. Dexter's, located on 10th Avenue in Menominee. Check out their menu online at dextersrestaurantonline.com and like us on Facebook.
Find your next truck at Kane, the #1 truck destination north of Green Bay for 2015. From the most dependable full-size pickups on the road, Kane delivers Silverado. Or the most advanced pickup ever, Kane delivers Sierra. Right now, visit Kane in Marinette or O'Connell to enter the Chevrolet Packers Ultimate Fan Sweepstakes. Win a 2016 Chevrolet and other great prizes. Over 300 quality vehicles at KaneGM.com, O'Connell, and Marinette.
Welcome back to Fox Valley Lutheran High School. We have 15 seconds left in the third quarter. Marinette trails 36-13. Second down and 12 at the 25. Moeller gets the ball. Taken down immediately. Nice play by Riley Phil in the backfield. Little handoff to the left side. Phil got in there and took him down. Lost yardage. Brings up a third down and 12. Oh, maybe more than that, actually.
And it's going to be a scoreless third quarter here.
And that is the end of the third quarter. With the score, Fox Valley Lutheran 36, Marinette 13. Kit and I will be back after these messages on Sports Radio 570.
Hi, this is Paul, CEO of the Menominee County Federal Credit Union. We're proud to sponsor high school sports on Bay City Radio, and we encourage all of you to support high school athletics as well. We know there's no better way for our young people to learn the lessons of life than by competing in sports. The Menominee County Federal Credit Union, where you dream the dream, will help make it come true, with locations in Powers, Kearney, Stevenson, and Menominee. Persons living or working in Marinette and Menominee counties are eligible for membership.
Welcome back to Fox Valley Lutheran High School, where Marinette, starting the fourth quarter, is trailing the Foxes 36-13. We have a couple scores to mention. 19-8, Peshtigo leads Kewanee right now. And I just got word from our broadcast partners over in Wasaki, Jake Scriven and Mike Lyons. That, late in the fourth, Wasaki goes up on a 62-yard touchdown run by Eric Arndt. They lead 12-6.
An exciting game up on Ranger Mountain tonight. Okay.
Ranger Mountain, yeah. I've been there. Nice stadium.
Yeah, very nice. Of course, M&O Conference football, well, that's a non-conference game, but over on Hits 96, you got Josh starting next Saturday, the same time that, of course, we'll be seeing Josh over on the hometown radio for the M&M game. Much more on that coming up.
Much more. We still have a quarter left here. Marinette trails 36-13. It's 3rd down and 16 from the 30 for the Foxes. Eisenman rolls right. A lot of time. All the way to the sideline. Lets it go. He has a man open. Almost amazing catch. He skied on that one. Gerhardt jumped up, tried to get it one-handed.
Alex Gerhardt with a tremendous effort, like you said, down the right sidelines. Almost brought that baby in.
That would have been amazing. I'm not sure if he would have been in bounds, but he was close. It's hard to see. He's on the other side of the field for us, but nice try. Brings up 4th down and 16 from the 30-yard line. Still in that spread, empty backfield. Moeller goes out left. Eisenman drops back. He's under pressure, lets it go, left side. He has a man. And it's a touchdown. Beautiful catch there. Tyler Moeller again, Kit. There's that name. I keep mentioning him.
Looking at the Marines' defensive backs in the back of the end zone, they're kind of looking a little dazed right now because he can't believe it that actually landed in the receiver's hands. It was basically just a Hail Mary.
Exactly right, and he was pretty far in the back of the end zone. I didn't know if he'd be able to stay in bounds.
Yeah, and I think one of the D-backs might have been questioning whether he was actually in, but hard to tell from here, but the official right there, and Moeller made a good catch.
We await the 2-point conversion. I don't even know if they ever try to kick an extra point.
They have not.
2-point conversion is no good. The score after that big play is Fox Valley Lutheran 42, Marinette 13. We'll be back after these messages on Sports Radio 570.
Prestige Auto Body and Truck Repair has over 25 years of experience to make your repairs fast, easy, and worry-free. With around-the-clock towing, electronic estimating, early drop-off, pick-up, delivery, and the comfort of knowing Prestige Auto Body and Truck Repair is an I-Car Gold Class shop, one of only 25 in the state. Located on the corner of Highway 64 and 180 in Marinette. Call 715-732-4544. That's 715-732-4544 to get your estimate today. Prestige Auto Body and Truck Repair. They take the worry out of your collision repair.
Welcome back to Fox Valley Lutheran High School. Fox Valley with a big play there. Like Kit said, a Hail Mary right into the end zone, and it was answered, and they lead 42-13.
And the Foxes unofficially right around 470 yards in the total offense here tonight. And they've been doing it by land and by the air. I mean, take your choice. And the quarterback having a superb game and hitting a wide variety of receivers, too, is Eisenman.
They look good, definitely. 11 minutes, 45 seconds left in the ball game. Marinette trails 42-13.
If you'd have told me, like maybe halfway through the first quarter, even at the end of the first quarter, that there'd be a 42-13 score early in the fourth quarter, I would have said you're crazy the way this game started. And now Marinette's in danger of actually getting close to the mercy rule here.
It just seems like it got out of control, out of their grasp.
It did, no question about that.
Another short kick. Marinette brings it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's where they'll start.
You know, there's been about maybe 4 plays where it almost seems like there are backbreakers where long third down conversions and a couple of one for touchdowns. And we mentioned the Hail Mary, but it's by design. I mean, they weren't just throwing it up for grabs.
They definitely have the players to make those kind of plays work. Tyler Moeller is their fullback, and he's coming up with plays like that. Marinette with the ball, 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Here's the snap. Eldridge under pressure, and he is taken down. Hayden Thurn came from the blind side and took him down hard.
Yeah, the sophomore right there. Eldridge getting welcomed to the Northeastern Conference, like you said, from the blind side. Never saw it coming.
Lost about 5 yards, maybe 6.
Unfortunately, he did hang on to the football.
Amazingly enough. Second down and 16 from the 37-yard line. Marinette trails 42-13. Eldridge drops back. Under pressure again, and he's taken down again. This time, he's taken down by Paxton Bame. Another sack. This one was even further back. Third down and 22 now from the 30-yard line. There aren't many plays in the playbook for this.
Coach Walters was concerned as when he talked to him earlier in the week about, I guess the biggest thing was the O-line with a lack of experience there, and they're getting, I guess they're getting a lesson learned here tonight. How do they bounce back? We'll see.
10 minutes, 22 seconds left in the ball game. Marinette trails 42-13. Eldridge gets the ball, hands it straight up the middle to Kanine. Nothing doing there. That didn't fool anyone. Fourth down and 22 for the Marines. And in comes the punt team. 10 minutes left in the ball game. Fox Valley gets ready to return this punt. Fourth and 21. Back to kick, Jesse Johnston for the Marines. He gets the snap. Low line drive kick. Bayman gets it. Calls for a fair catch at the 35-yard line. And that's where the Foxes will take over with 9 minutes, 29 seconds left in the ball game. They lead 42-13. See if Eisenman stays in here. I see Moeller still in there. And Eisenman, he is in there. 3 spread to the right, 1 to the left, and Moeller in the backfield with Eisenman. First and 10 from the 35. They give it to Moeller straight up the middle. Nothing doing. He kind of squirts through after getting hit. Maybe picked up an extra yard. There for the Marines was Tyler Olson. Made the initial hit.
And with Fox Valley Lutheran being an up-tempo offense team that doesn't even huddle, kind of hard to work the clock a little bit here. Just take longer at the line of scrimmage, I guess. But they don't.
Fake the handoff. Throw it out to the right side to Alex Gerhardt. He makes one man miss and then is gang tackled by the Marines after a gain of 2. So with 8 minutes, 51 seconds left in the ball game, the Foxes have a 3rd down and 7 from their own 38-yard line. No huddle again. Eisenman tells his teammates what he wants to do. Moeller's in the backfield to the left of Eisenman. And he gets the handoff, inside handoff, following his blockers off the right side. He has the first down and more. Got about 10, 12 yards on that. Nice run.
Yeah, they're across midfield or close to midfield here. Yes, keep adding to their total. Wholesale substitutions coming in now for the Foxes off the chair.
The Foxes take a timeout, like Kit said, and send in some replacements. And the starters get a big hand from the home crowd. Well-deserved.
Yeah, they came out and after an early deficit, they took it to the Marines. No question about that. Did they ever?
Want to mention again, tonight's broadcast is brought to you by North Motorsports. Visit North Motorsports, the area's only full-line dealer of Honda, Can-Am, Ski-Doo, Sea-Doo, and Snapper outdoor products. From their friendly sales staff to their certified service technicians, they've got you covered. Visit North Motorsports at 3711 10th Street in Menominee or give them a call at 906-863-5592. That's 906-863-5592. Also, by Kane Chevrolet, driving the game to you as the #1 truck destination north of Green Bay. Kane Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Ocano, and Marinette. We've taken that Equinox a few places, eh, Kit?
Oh, yes, we have, and we're far from done. It's a nice ride.
Very nice ride. Keeps us safe on the road. The Foxes line up, 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 1 running back in the backfield. Here's the snap. Inside handoff to Paul Kramer, who just entered the game. Not much doing there. Tyler Olson there for the Marines again. Looks like he lost a yard on that. 8 minutes, 3 seconds left in the ball game. It trails 42 to 13. 3 split left, 1 split right. Here's the handoff. Kramer again, inside, looking for room, nothing doing. Max Heikkinen takes him down for the Marines. He might have got back to the line of scrimmage. That brings up a 3rd and 11 from the 49-yard line.
I'd say most of the starters for the Marines are still out there on defense. I see a few new numbers out there.
2 running backs this time. They haven't done that much tonight. Third down and 10 from the 49-yard line. Inside handoff, nothing doing. Kramer again. Did you notice who's playing quarterback? The wide receiver, Stephen Bayman.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
He's back in there.
Can do it all.
I guess so.
Yeah, he's had he's had a handful of catches here tonight. Now he's the backup quarterback.
They have a lot of weapons. 4th down and 10 for the Foxes at the 49-yard line. Bayman back to punt. Here's the snap. Gets the kickoff. Off to the right side, right at the sideline. It goes out of bounds. Let's see where they mark it. They mark it at the 29-yard line of Marinette. That's where the Marines will take over with 6 minutes, 27 seconds left in the ball game. They trail 42 to 13.
And they'll have to regroup after this one and have an extra day of preparation for the arch rivals, the Maroons, coming up next Saturday over on the Maroons' home turf.
They took their lumps tonight, but 1 game does not make a season. So
that's the attitude you have to have right now.
A lot of football left this year. Inside handoff for the Marines. Nice little run there. 5 yards. Eldridge.
You know, with a young offensive line, too, there's going to be some growing pains and really on both sides of the ball. So got to put things in perspective and just hopefully you can learn from this and make the corrections you need to make.
Marinette has the ball. 2nd and 5 from the 35-yard line. Jonte Webb and Caleb Maskey split right. There's a little handoff. Canine right up the middle. Got maybe a yard. 5 minutes, 44 seconds left in the ball game. Fox Valley Lutheran 42, Marinette 13. That brings up 3rd down and 4. Marinette splits 2 right. Maskey and Webb again to the right. Pass out to Webb on the right side, makes the 1-man miss, cuts it inside, has room. Nice play there by Jonte Webb, big chunk of yardage.
Down inside the 45, about the 44-yard line.
Very nice play. Definitely want to get the ball in his hands. Big playmaker.
Without a doubt, he's, you're 100 yards on the night receiving. Of course, he had the big 65-yarder very early in the game.
Crandon just took the lead over Wasaki late in the game. 2-point conversion was good, and they lead 14 to 12. Marinette huddles up at the 44-yard line. Up to the line. Maskey out to the right again. Eldridge gets a snap, drops back, throws to the left. Nice play there. What? He's got it. Nathan Paris over the defender into the end zone. Touchdown, Marines. Nice play. This is the first time they've got Paris open.
Yeah, exactly. And left-hander Eldridge with a nice toss down the left sidelines, and Paris hauls it in. He had one-on-one coverage out there, and the Marines back on the board for the first time in a while.
It's nice to see Paris out there making plays.
He's got some good size, not quite as tall as Webb, but still got some size and is very athletic.
Well, we've seen him. He's definitely athletic.
Seen him on the hardwood.
Yeah, in basketball. Marinette goes for the extra point. The hold is down. Kick is up. And it's good. That makes the score. Fox Valley Lutheran 42. Marinette 20. We'll be back after these messages on Sports Radio 570.
Peshtigo National Bank, your locally owned independent community bank, supports all local high school sports. Since opening in 1901, they've grown to 5 locations in Peshtigo, Coleman, Oconto Falls, Gillett, and Marinette. Hometown banking with your neighbors and friends, Peshtigo National Bank has proudly served the community for over 100 years. Locally owned community banks support and help fund local projects. Keep your banking local and speak with a representative today. Good luck to all area high school teams from Peshtigo National Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Fox Valley Lutheran High School, where Marinette just scored on a 35-yard touchdown reception by Nathan Paris. That brings us to the score of Fox Valley Lutheran 42, Marinette 20, with 4 minutes, 32 seconds left in the ball game. Marinette gets set to kick off. Nice play there. I like what I've seen from Eldridge. He has a nice arm.
Yeah, looking very good, and he had been playing the whole second half. Still not sure with Luke Johnson if there was an injury or just a coaching change, what the deal was there, but at any rate, you are right. The left-hander, the sophomore Eldridge, throwing some pretty good passes here in the second half.
Marinette gets set to kick off. 4 minutes, 32 seconds left in the ball game. They trail 42-20. Marinette huddles up. They haven't spread out yet to kick off. And now they do. I think Gerhardt is still back there, getting ready to receive. And here's the kick. A low liner hits the ground. Falling on it for the Foxes is Paul Kramer. They'll start at the 30-yard line with 4 minutes, 31 seconds left in the ball game. See if Bayman comes out again to lead the attack for the Foxes. First and 10 for the Foxes. They're looking for the signal from the sideline. Here comes Bayman. We were waiting to see.
For another player, too.
And you know who it was? It was the quarterback they were looking for.
You got to have 11, and especially that quarterback.
That's right. They take a timeout, and so will we. We'll be back on Sports Radio 570. Here at PCM Credit Union, we are one of the few employee-based credit unions left in Wisconsin that provides a unique club-like atmosphere for its membership. We serve the employees of select companies and their families. We choose to remain this way so that we can do more and provide more financial options for our members' owners. We're now located right in your community. Come visit us at 1740 Stevenson Street in Marinette to find out the benefits you could receive by becoming a member owner of PCMCU. Or to learn how you may join, visit PCMCU.com. We're people caring more, investing in you, growing together. Membership eligibility required. Equal housing opportunity member NCUA. Welcome back to Marinette Marine Football. We're at Fox Valley Lutheran High School. The Foxes lead the Marines 42-20 with 4 minutes, 31 seconds left in the ball game. First down and 10 for the Foxes at the 30-yard line. Here's the snap. Inside handoff to Kramer. Not much doing there, maybe a yard. Paul Kramer, a junior, 5'10", 162-pounder. You got a yard on that one.
By the way, Garrett Walloway doing the kicking for the Marines, number 2. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Left-footed Garrett, soccer player, kind of reminds me when Austin Mollick kicked for the Marines a couple of years ago. Now Garrett playing football this year and handling the kicking chores.
2nd down and 9. Fox Valley Lutheran with the lead, 42-20. They're doing what you said, Kit. Going up to the line and letting the clock run. Here's the snap. Inside handoff. Marinette is all over that.
And they get a roughing, a little unnecessary roughness penalty if they're not careful here.
They had 3 guys taking him out of bounds, and a little extra push there was not flagged.
Yeah.
Just a little love tap.
Yeah, a little frustration, too.
Letting them know that they're still there. 3 minutes, 22 seconds left in the ball game. Fox Valley Lutheran, 42, Marinette 20. They don't huddle. They just go up to the line, and they're going to let the clock run down. And they look to the ref. Wait for a few seconds left in the clock, and then they snap it. Here's the snap. Inside handoff. Kramer again, and again, nothing doing. That'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes, 44 seconds left in the ball game. Marinette getting ready to return the punt. James Jagelski back. His big run seems so long ago now.
I was thinking the same thing, about a 68-yarder back in the first half. It was a tight ball game even early in the second quarter, but then things broke wide open for the Foxes.
They're waiting for the clock to run down. It's at 2:10 right now. Here's the snap, and here's the kick. It's blocked.
Yeah, blocked. And recovered by the Marine who blocked it, too.
Jesse Johnston with block. We have late flags. Let's see who this is against.
A whole bunch of flags came in. Not sure if there was that's going to be on unsportsmanlike conduct on the Foxes. Not sure if something was said or what.
So Marinette, they're going to have good field position here.
They got a chance to maybe punch another one in here.
Make it look a little bit more respectable.
Yeah.
And you know what? They'll only be down 2 scores if they can get a touchdown here. So have hope, Kit.
Play till it's in, till it's completely done, that's for sure.
We got it. Never give up. 2 minutes, 4 seconds left. Marinette has the ball at the 12-yard line, all the way to the 12 after that penalty. They trail 42-20. Looking for a score. Matt Eldridge, the sophomore, has the ball. Fakes the handoff. He faked it to Jagelski. And gave it to Conan.
Yeah, Canine. And push back.
Had me fooled there for a second. The clock is running. 1 minute, 45 seconds left in the ball game. 42-20. Marinette up to the line. Caleb Maskey splits right. Inside handoff. Canine again right up the middle. Fared a little bit better this time. Might have got 2 yards. 1 minute, 15 seconds left in the ball game. 42-20, Fox Valley Lutheran with the lead.
Let's see if they decide to take a little stab at the end zone here.
53 seconds left. They hand it off. Inside, Maskey. He's fighting. Still fighting. All the way down, close to the goal line. He might have got to the 1. See what they give him. 30 seconds left, 31 seconds left.
And across the way, they got fourth down.
Fourth down.
And inches.
Fourth down in inches.
Actually, going to have a measurement the way it looks.
Yeah, here comes the chain gang.
You see the chain gang on the field for the first time tonight with 30 to go.
Just a little bit short. Fourth down in inches. With 31 seconds left. Marinette looking for a score. Fourth and 1 for 2. Clock is running now. 25 seconds and counting. Eldridge waits the snap. He gets it. Hands it off. And we have a touchdown. Marinette. It looks like Dalton Weisgerber got that handoff. Weisberger with an inside handoff, and he gets a touchdown for the Marines. That brings the score to Fox Valley Lutheran 42, Marinette 26. Garrett Wallaway in to attempt the extra point with 16 seconds left. He awaits the snap. There it is. Kick is up. And it's good. The score is now Fox Valley Lutheran 42, Marinette 27. We'll be right back on Sports Radio 570.
Looking for a credit union that truly cares about you and the community you live in? Then you ought to stop and see the folks at Bayshore Credit Union. Membership is open to anyone living or working in Marinette, Menominee, and Oconto counties. Whether it's everyday banking, a new auto loan, new mortgage, even a consolidation loan, they can help. And it's never too early to start establishing good credit. Bayshore Credit Union, located at 1514 Cleveland Avenue, Marinette. They're looking forward to meeting you.
Kim Barrett and all the staff of Tri-City Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine of Marinette are committed to get you back to your quality of life. Tri-City Physical Therapy has been in business for over 25 years and specialize in the treatment of shoulder, knee, and back, as well as general physical therapy. Let them help you overcome pain after an injury or disease. Tri-City Therapy and Sports can provide you with the most skilled and personalized rehabilitation treatment plan possible to help you get back on track. Tri-City Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine at 602 Wells Street in Marinette.
Welcome back to Marinette Marine Football, where the Marines just scored, bringing the score to Fox Valley Lutheran 42, Marinette 27, with 16 seconds left in the ball game. Marinette gets set to kick off. They spread out. Nice to see Weisgerber get his touchdown tonight.
Yeah, always a thrill, of course. Hit pay dirt there.
Only a sophomore.
Yeah. And the sophomore Eldridge threw his first touchdown pass of his career.
Johnston with, I'm not sure if that was an onside kick on purpose, but Kit says no.
That wasn't me. Somebody, I think it was the
accidental onside kick. Recovered by Fox Valley Lutheran. They'll take over with 15 seconds left, and they lead 42-27.
They'll take the knee and they'll get out of here with a win. Will Fox Valley Lutheran. Marinette regrouping, and of course we'll go through the stats for you after the game, and of course all heavily favored in favor of Fox Valley Lutheran. We mentioned earlier in this contest that we thought this was going to be a high-scoring game, and it was. And unfortunately, way too many points given up by the Marines defense here tonight. Offense, 27 points. You got to like that. Sure, a couple were late, but even still, hey. Putting up 27 points, you're going to be in a lot of games.
That's right. They had chances. We talked about sloppy play, and there were a few misplayed footballs and a few offsides on fourth down that could have changed things a bit. Yeah. Fox Valley Lutheran takes the knee. That'll do it.
It all adds up in the course of the game.
That's right. It does. The home crowd cheers. They have their victory in the season opener. Fox Valley Lutheran 42, Marinette Marines 27. We'll go over the stats Take a little break and be back on Sports Radio 570. Bayside Motorsports and Cycle is your full-line service destination, servicing most makes and models of ATVs and motorcycles, from a simple tune-up and oil change to major engine overhauls. Their expanded service department will have you back on your machine fast. Bayside Motorsports and Cycle also specializes in motorcycle and ATV performance work to keep you a step above your competition. Ask about their service specials. Bayside Motorsports and Cycle in Green Bay or at BaysideMotorsports.com.
Where can you go to get a bite to eat before or after the game? Dexter's. Dexter's in Menominee has enough seating for the whole team and a menu to fit everyone's taste and appetite. Or call ahead and take your order to go. Dexter's looks forward to seeing you this year. Good luck to all M&M Sports participants. Dexter's, located on 10th Avenue in Menominee. Check out their menu online at dextersrestaurantonline.com and like us on Facebook.
Find your next truck at Kane, the #1 truck destination north of Green Bay for 2015. From the most dependable full-size pickups on the road, Kane delivers Silverado. Or the most advanced pickup ever, Kane delivers Sierra. Right now, visit Kane in Marinette or O'Connell to enter the Chevrolet Packers Ultimate Fan Sweepstakes. Win a 2016 Chevrolet and other great prizes. Over 300 quality vehicles at KaneGM.com, O'Connell, and Marinette.
Hi, this is Paul, CEO of the Menominee County Federal Credit Union. We are proud to sponsor high school sports on Bay City Radio, and we encourage all of you to support high school athletics as well. We know there's no better way for our young people to learn the lessons of life than by competing in sports. The Menominee County Federal Credit Union, where you dream the dream, will help make it come true, with locations in Powers, Kearney, Stevenson, and Menominee. Persons living or working in Marinette and Menominee counties are eligible for membership.
Prestige Auto Body and Truck Repair has over 25 years of experience to make your repairs fast, easy, and worry-free. With around-the-clock towing, electronic estimating, early drop-off, pick-up, delivery, and the comfort of knowing Prestige Auto Body and Truck Repair is an I-Car Gold Class shop, one of only 25 in the state, located on the corner of Highway 64 and 180 in Marinette. Call 715-732-4544. That's 715-732-4544 to get your estimate today. Prestige Auto Body and Truck Repair. They take the worry out of your collision repair.
Peshtigo National Bank, your locally owned independent community bank, supports all local high school sports. Since opening in 1901, they've grown to 5 locations in Peshtigo, Coleman, Oconto Falls, Gillett, and Marinette. Hometown banking with your neighbors and friends, Peshtigo National Bank has proudly served the community for over 100 years. Locally owned community banks support and help fund local projects. Keep your banking local and speak with a representative today. Good luck to all area high school teams from Peshtigo National Bank, member FDIC.
Here at PCM Credit Union, we are one of the few employee-based credit unions left in Wisconsin that provides a unique club-like atmosphere for its membership. We serve the employees of select companies and their families. We choose to remain this way so that we can do more and provide more financial options for our members' owners. We're now located right in your community. Come visit us at 1740 Stevenson Street in Marinette to find out the benefits you could receive by becoming a member owner of PCMCU. Or to learn how you may join, visit PCMCU.com. We're people caring more, investing in you, growing together. Membership eligibility required. Equal housing opportunity, member NCUA.
Go west on 180 at the holiday. Save on cars and trucks every day. You're sure to save a bundle when you take that drive. West on 180 to the riverside. You get to the roundabout, make sure you yield. Don't go straight, cause it's all cornfields. Just turn left when you see that sign. Come on in to the riverside. We'll find what you're looking for. Just show up at our front door. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram trucks. No overhead seats, you big bucks, come take a ride. If you dare, out with the cows in the country air. You save big money on your next ride when you see your friends at Riverside. From the West 664 until you get to our front door in Marinette. You're sure to save a bundle when you take that drive. One way or another, get to Riverside. One way or another, get to Riverside.
Welcome back to Fox Valley Lutheran High School. Not the result we wanted. Fox Valley Lutheran High School, the Foxes 42, Marinette 27. Let's go over some stats right now. Some of the big plays in the first half. Tyler Moeller, who had a huge game, had a 10-yard run for a touchdown. Jesse Johnston for Marinette, 2-yard run for a touchdown. And then that man, Zane Rodencall, had an 11-yard TD reception on a screen. James Jagelski came right back with a huge run, a 68-yard touchdown run, and we were looking pretty good there, Kit. That's when I was pretty excited. I thought we were heading in the right direction.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be one of those type of games where it's going to be just an offensive explosion by both teams, and as it turns out, it was a one-sided affair.
And then we had a 33-yard Tyler Moeller TD reception. And after that came the 54-yard pass reception by Zane Rodencall for a touchdown, and that's when things started to get out of hand. And
they were getting 2-point conversions on most of these touchdowns, too.
That's right. And at halftime, it was 36-13. In the third quarter, we had a 30-yard touchdown reception by that man again, Tyler Moeller. Nathan Paris came right back with a 35-yard touchdown reception of his own. And Dalton Weisgerber ended up with the last touchdown of the game with a 4-yard touchdown run by the sophomore. And that brought us to 42-27. Team stats, yardage, for Fox Valley Lutheran. They actually ran 78 plays for 485 yards. I'm going to take a break right now, and we're going to talk to Coach Andy Walters with Kit.
Okay. Thanks a lot, Eric, and Andy joining us here on the postgame show. And man, tough way to start. We were talking just moments ago how it appeared it was going to be one of these seesaw games where both offenses are going crazy, and unfortunately they kept going, and the Marines just couldn't keep going.
Yeah, this definitely wasn't an outcome that we expected. I thought we'd play a little bit better than we did. We had we knew that they're a heavy passing team, but the way that they were able to run the ball against us, I thought that was a difference maker in the game. We just had a real tough time tonight bringing that back to the ground. 24, he ran hard and he broke a lot of tackles, and we just we didn't wrap up very well and finish plays.
And to their credit, they found ways to get him the ball in open spaces with their spread offense and a lot of one-on-one situations. And like you said, he makes people miss too.
Sure, yeah. I mean, he was elusive and powerful. He's a damn good back.
Now, a couple of third down conversions where they converted against their defense, and just long third down conversions. I think one for a touchdown actually, and those are backbreakers. And you got a young team and a little inexperience in some areas, but those are tough to take. And I guess all you can do is just move on from here and say, okay, well, it is what it is, and you gotta correct it.
Exactly. We did a lot of good things tonight, but we also did a hell of a lot of bad things. And we got to watch the film and see what it is we're not doing very well, and we got to find a way to fix them. So I know they beat us on some third and longs, deep balls, and things like that, where actually our coverage wasn't too bad. But he was able to sit back there for quite a long time and camp out back there and throw the ball 60 yards downfield. That can't happen either. We got to be able to help those guys out back there and get a pass rush.
You mentioned that your team did some things well and got some offensive weapons. I like the balance between run and pass. Once you get Caleb going, he had kind of a rough game today, but again, a young offensive line that's just getting their feet wet. And Jagelski had a couple of nice runs, but in the passing game, you got a great target in Jonte Webb.
Sure do. Like I said, we do have some athletes that we can get the ball to, but we said the big question mark is going to be our offensive line. And they were able to get a lot of penetration tonight. Our quarterback didn't have a whole lot of time back there to throw, and there's definitely some things that we have to fix up front. I don't think it's definitely not a lack of effort from those kids. I just think possibly it's understanding and technique things. I guess we just as coaches have to find a better way to coach those kids and make sure that they're doing things better, because I think the effort is there.
Right. And the schedule is right there in front of you. You start off on the road with a team that had a great back, and now you lose your quarterback here tonight. I'm not sure what his status is, and Eldridge came in the second half after Luke went down. What is the early report on Luke Johnson?
We're not sure right now. I know he went to go get it checked out, so we'll find more when he gets back from the doctor.
Okay, and now, like I said, kind of a tough way to start with not only this game, but then you got a big rivalry game coming up a week from tomorrow with the M&M game. So, wow, you talk about going from the frying pan into the fire, huh?
Yeah. I mean, we're going to go home and process this game first and look at things, and, Sunday we'll look at moving forward to Menominee.
Yeah, and I know that's not very well on your mind right now, so we'll worry about that later during the week. But absorb this one, and better days ahead, I am sure, for this 2015 campaign. I appreciate the time here, Andy.
Thank you very much.
Again, Coach Andy Walters of the Marinette Marines, again, off to a rough start here tonight, falling to the Foxes here at Fox Valley Lutheran, 42-27, and you're going through some numbers there, and I guess we got to hear them, huh?
Yeah,
so
let's go through them and get them done with.
All right.
Move on. Like I said, the Foxes ran 78 plays for 485 yards. Their rushing leader was Zane Rodencall. He had 22 carries for 172 yards. Passing-wise, Ethan Eisman was 20 of 32. Couple touchdowns. Those 2 touchdowns went to Rodencall. Rodencall had 5 receptions for 77 yards. Alex Gerhardt had 7 receptions for 94 yards. For the Marinette Marines, they ran 47 plays for 279 yards. So you're talking about 30-some less plays than the Foxes, and that's the kind of offense they run. They like to get a lot of plays in, so that's what they did tonight. For the Marines rushing-wise, James Jagelski led the way, 12 rushes, 92 yards, and 1 touchdown. Passing, Luke Johnson was 5 of 14. Jonte Webb led the way receiving with 3 receptions for 112 yards, 1 big 65-yarder.
Yeah, I think some of those passes at the end there might have been from Eldridge. So
they were, yeah.
Just to correct that.
Yep.
As a team, Marinette, 5 out of 14. But when Eldridge came in the second half, and he was forced in with the injury to Luke, and threw a nice touchdown pass to a couple of other decent balls as well. And like Coach Walters said, way too early to tell what Johnson's status is, so we'll get more on that next week, of course, when we talk to the coach. And look ahead to the M&M game next Saturday, and we're going to have it on, of course, here on Sports Radio 570. It's also over on Hometown Radio, 103.7 FM, and we'll be joined by Josh Kellner of Menominee. Of course, Bill Michaels coming into town again for the pregame show over at Walton Blesh coming up next Saturday, 11:30 start. Keep that in mind, 11:30 until 12:30. Then we'll divide into our separate coaches' shows, and Bill Michaels will be in for the pregame show, and of course he'll be in Friday for the tailgate party over out at Menominee as well at the Pullman House. So going to be a fun day. Going to be a fun night Friday, fun day on Saturday. We're at Dexter's for the postgame show. So let's hope that Marinette can turn things around and give the Mighty Maroons a game coming up next Saturday.
That's right.
We shall see.
We shall see. And like you said, I heard you talking to the coach. I believe there's going to be better days, Kit, and they're on their way. So that's the final from here. Appleton, Fox Valley Lutheran 42, Marinette 27. Thank you so much for listening. I'm Eric Bergstrom, along with my partner, Kit Donaldson. Have a great night.
Marinette Marines High School sports broadcasts are brought to you by North Honda Motorsports, Bayshore Credit Union, Riverside Auto, Tri-City Physical Therapy, Menominee County Federal Credit Union, Prestige Auto Body, Peshtigo National Bank, Dexter's, Kane Chevrolet Buick GMC, Bayside Motorsports, and PCM Credit Union.